News Talk 790 WPIC proudly presents Thiel Tomcat Football.
1, 2, 3, fight!
Thiel College Tomcat Football is brought to you by Ciance's Motel, Restaurant, and Lounge. UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Greenville Orthopedic Association. Greenville Moose Family Center, number 276.
TDA, Then Design Architecture, proud to provide design services to Thiel College.
Anderson Coach and Travel. Visit them online at goanderson.com.
McElhaney Brothers, general contractors providing premier residential and commercial remodeling.
First National Bank, the home for all your financial solutions. St. Paul's, a continuing care community, providing a caring tradition since 1867. Visit St. Paul's online at lifeatstpauls.org. The Gallery Grill and the Greens of Greenville. Visit them online at greensofgreenville.com.
First National Bank, the home for all your financial solutions.
Partners ComDoc and the DocuCenter at Thiel College. And Ilsco Extrusions Incorporated. Ilsco has operated one of the industry's most efficient aluminum extrusion mills for more than 60 years. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu. You can listen to this game online at 790WPIC.com or listen on the go by downloading the free WPIC station app. Now, let's get to the field for our countdown to kickoff show with our game announcers, Hugh Ringer and Don Achenbaugh.
From the graveyard at Alumni Stadium, 2 days before Halloween, it's time for Thiel Tomcat football on News Talk 790 WPIC. Good evening, everyone. I'm Hugh Ringer, and it'll be my pleasure to bring you the play-by-play action for tonight's game. Don Achenbaugh, former Tomcat tight end, is ready to analyze the game for you, standing to my left. And we are pleased to bring what we think could be a Halloween treat tonight, hopefully with a few tricks to go with it, at least directed toward the opponent. As the 2-5 Thiel Tomcats host the Yellow Jackets of Waynesburg University, who come in with an identical overall record of 2-5, but they're 2-3 in the PAC, and the Tomcats are 1-4, and they would hope to leapfrog their opponents with a win here at home tonight. Well, Don Achenbaugh, it's a good night for football right now. There's no rain. The temperature's been hovering around 70
nice
for
day,
hours.
Very nice day.
It's only going to be in the mid-60s probably throughout the ball game, according to the forecast. But there is a chance of rain, slight chance of thunder activity, which we hope we don't see any of. And this could be a very interesting game featuring a Thiel Tomcat team that has been getting better in some areas, featuring a lot of young players, against a Waynesburg team that is also young, that doesn't have a lot of weapons on offense, but plays pretty good defense. And I think that's going to be the storyline that will play out in this ballgame.
Thanks, Hugh. You're absolutely right. And plus, it's going to be a record-setting night as Ryan Radke continues to climb his way up the record charts at the Thiel football program. Perhaps you may want to explain sometime tonight what your reference to the graveyard was. They didn't move Alumni Stadium across the driveway into the graveyard, but it's a fun promotion they're having tonight.
Well, there's a graveyard over on the far side of the field, over behind the Thiel bench, that works its way up the hill and actually around a goodly portion of the Thiel College campus. And so this game has been billed as Welcome to the Graveyard.
Welcome to the Graveyard.
And the Tomcats are going to have their backs to it throughout this football game. And I think it's only fitting that you do something like this 2 days before Halloween. And as I was coming into Greenville today, I saw all the kiddies out trick-and-treating, with their mums and dads and grandparents and the like. So for all intents and purposes, this is Halloween tonight here in Greenville, so it should be very interesting. Now, Dawn, we do want to mention, before we get any further, since this game is broadcast on AM and our station goes directional with lower power at night, you're probably going to need to get on the Thiel website, and it is thielathletics.com, where you can see a webcast with our voices describing the action. But you also can get a podcast of just the radio broadcast on 790WPIC.com and Thiel.edu.
And we urge you to do that, folks, because this is going to be a good football game tonight. These are two evenly matched teams. I think the Tomcats are on the ascension, and I think Waynesburg's trying to find themselves, but I think this is we're going to see some records broken tonight, and I think we're going to see the Tomcats. It's been a month since we've been home, so it's kind of good to be back in Alumni Stadium or the graveyard, whatever you want to call it.
No question about it, Don. 4 games were played in the President's Athletic Conference this afternoon. 1 more tonight. We'll review the action in the PAC when we return. You're listening to News Talk 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcats football and Thiel College athletics. First National Bank, the home for all of your financial solutions, from banking to investments to insurance. Call the Greenville branch of First National Bank at 724-588-6770. St. Paul's, a continuing care community providing a caring tradition since 1867. Visit St. Paul's online at lifeatstpauls.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
In football and the law, it takes 3 things to win: dedication, preparation, and the heart to take on the biggest, toughest opponents. The heart of a champion. At Beecher's Kopp and Harshman, we've beat the big insurance companies and won millions for accident victims and families. That's why you can count on us to fight for the money you need and deserve. If you've been injured, call 724-324-2299 and speak to the attorneys who know how to win. Mike Joanno and the legal team at Beecher's Kopp and Harshman. Beecher's Kopp and Harshman, the local law firm big enough to take on the insurance giants.
Hi, Mike Grotta here from Mel Grotta Chevrolet in Hermitage to let you know about this great offer we've got for you. All current Chevrolet leasees can now lease a brand new Equinox LT for as low as $215 a month plus tax and title. You heard correct. That's as low as $215 a month. No money down, no first payment, and no security deposit. The Equinox comes with remote start and heated seats for those cold mornings we've got coming. Stop in at Mel Grotta Chevrolet today because this offer ends October 31st. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup for Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Number 6, it's the Meatball Sub. Number 8, it's the Tuna. Also starting for Lock, Stock, and Barrel, and part of the special teams, Philly Cheesesteak. Number 36 is a fan favorite. It's the Fried Chicken Breast Sub. And finally, the one and only number 22 at 15 inches and over 2 pounds of meat and cheese, the Italian Nightmare. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli and the PA lottery location as well. Dine in or carry out. It's Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 till 7.
I'm Ryan Matvico, wide receivers coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football. News Talk 790 WPIC.
Welcome back to Alumni Stadium. Hugh Ringer, Don Achenbaugh. It's time for the President's Athletic Conference report, not with the executive director, Joe Anderko, but with Hugh Ringer and Don Achenbaugh, because several games were played in the PAC this afternoon. Let's tell you what happened. The big game was played down at Gessling Stadium at Carnegie Mellon this afternoon, where Don, the Tartans won over the Westminster Titans. Some say it's an upset. 2 good football teams. Yeah. I'm not surprised the Tartans pulled it off. 35-23, the final score.
Yeah, we saw them last week, and even though we played well against them offensively, their offense was pretty potent too. So, but I really thought Westminster would win that. They're probably looking ahead to that matchup with Case, because Case is still undefeated and heading toward the championship, perhaps. But bit of a surprise to me, but not after watching CMU last week.
No, both teams are now 6-2 overall. Thomas More went to 8-1. Thiel's opponent next week. They're 7-0 in the conference, rolling over Bethany, still winless in the PAC. 30-7, the final in that one. Meanwhile, the aforementioned Case Western went out of the conference to St. Louis to play Washington, Missouri today.
That's a long trip.
Yeah, and they whacked them pretty good to go to 8-0, 56-38. Case, the final in that one.
And since Case doesn't play Thomas More this year, I guess from what I understand is if they end up both undefeated, Thomas More would get the tiebreaker because, actually it'd be whoever's higher ranked nationally.
Right.
And since Thomas More is ranked 13th and will probably go up a little bit this week after the win today, they would get the tiebreaker.
Right. And the other game played this afternoon was a nail-biter in Washington, PA. For a while, it was 27-26, Washington and Jefferson by 1 over St. Vincent third quarter, but 21 unanswered points by the Presidents allowed W&J and Mike Sirianni to escape with a 48-26 win over the Bearcats to go to 6-2 in the conference.
Yeah, W&J's been in a funk the last couple of weeks. They lost that last week down at Westminster, which is not too much of a surprise since they're both good teams, but then sort of sleepwalked a little bit through the first half, but came alive in the second half. Like you were saying earlier, Coach Sirianni probably gave one of his patented halftime speeches and got him going.
In addition to our game under the lights tonight in Beaver Falls, the Geneva Golden Tornadoes will host our opponent in Week 10, the Grove City College Wolverines, still looking for their first win. So that's the Pack Report today. Up next, it's our exclusive conversation with Thiel Tomcat head coach Dan Bloom. It's next on the pregame show on 790 WPIC.
Payne Spine Aesthetic and Wellness Center at Linden Point is the region's most advanced and innovative pain center. Dr. Razak is highly experienced and a well-trained anesthesiologist and interventional pain specialist. Dr. Razak and his staff help form a plan based on your individual needs. The office utilizes a comprehensive approach, like physical therapy, psychotherapy, and interventional approach to treat your chronic pain. Remember to ask your physician to refer you to the region's most advanced pain treatment center. For appointment, please call 724-308-7401.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Devontae Sims, cornerbacks coach of the Tomcats. You're listening to Thiel Tomcat Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Welcome back to the pregame show and the Tomcat football update with the head coach of the Thiel Tomcats, Dan Bloom. Dan, in last week's 49-33 loss in Pittsburgh to Carnegie Mellon, several key members of your offensive football team racked up big numbers running, passing, and receiving. Is this indicative of the game-by-game improvement of sorts that you're looking for from your club?
Yeah, I think it is. You know, we're still trying to put it all together in one kind of complete game, but I think we're doing a good job as a staff. It's kind of trying to find a way to get the ball into some young players' hands, and they're continuing to get better and better each week. Nick Barker had a strong game last week. He's a little bit older of a guy, but he's been away from football for a little bit, so he's still trying to get back into his rhythm. Ryan continues to develop, being a runner and a passer. And then our young receivers with Jaquan Hicks, Bracey, Bailey, those guys, as they continue to get game experience, they're just going to keep getting better.
Defensively, Coach, what kind of improvement are you looking for there over the last 3 weeks?
Biggest thing is that we're still giving up way too many explosive plays. I think we had 13 explosive plays we gave up against Carnegie. 6 runs, 7 pass, or basically a 50-50 breakdown. So you can't point and say the box is doing their job, but we need to do better in coverage. We've just been making too many kind of mental mistakes or physical errors that led to big plays. So that's what good football teams find ways to get things knocked down and don't give up the 10-plus yard runs, or if it happens once, not repeatedly. So we need to do a better job limiting those type of plays.
Tonight you're playing a Waynesburg club like the Cats. They're 2-5. Are more of their problems on the offensive side than on the defensive side of the football?
Yeah, I think so. They're similar to us and kind of trying to find an identity. They played multiple quarterbacks, multiple tailbacks, kind of shuffled in offensive linemen, some different skill guys. So I think they're trying to find where their pieces best fit and then what they can do well. That's kind of, as we always talk as a football coach, it's trying to find out who your best players are and what can they do to help you win. And I think they're still trying to figure that out a little bit. On defense, they're a little more veteran and a little more kind of stable, and they'll mix some things up. But I think they got a little better idea on the defensive side of the ball what their guys can do.
Well, let's break down Rick Sheffield's team when we return. You're listening to the pregame show on 790, and we do want to remind you listeners, tonight, since it is a night game, you may want to tune in to Thiel.edu or 790WPIC.com for live coverage on the Internet. We'll be back in just a moment on 790 WPIC.
It's happening now. Toyota's Flash Savings Event with limited time additional flash bonus savings on RAV4s and Camry. Right now, cash in with a total of $1,250 cash back on new 2016 RAV4s and $2,500 cash back on new 2017 Camrys through October 31st, or choose from 0% APR financing on many Toyota models. Special APR financing available to qualified buyers, and APR terms vary by model. Not all buyers will qualify. These deals will be gone in a flash. See Mel Grata Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places.
Comfort, compassion, character. Todd C. Alexander, DMD, Dentistry for Adults and Children. A thought defines a belief. A step defines a journey. A smile defines a person. Allow a thought. Step toward a journey. Smile. Define yourself. Todd C. Alexander, DMD, Dentistry for Adults and Children, 2005 East State Street, Hermitage, Pennsylvania.
I'm Jeff Stevens, defensive line coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football. News Talk 790 WPIC.
We're back with Coach Dan Bloom of the Thiel Tomcats on the pregame show. Dan, very clearly Waynesburg's strength is on defense. They're only giving up 161 passing yards a ball game. Interestingly enough, little yardage on average, but they don't force many turnovers.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job. Their mistakes have been, usually it's some type of mental breakdown where, they are great. Their two interior defensive linemen are really good, and that, they do a good job eating up blocks and kind of funneling things to the linebackers. But their issues have been kind of giving up the explosive plays, as I kind of talked about us doing earlier. With, they kind of get somebody into, a 3rd and 9 situation, and then all of a sudden they let them rip off a 60-yard touchdown run. So they need to do a better job in kind of cleaning that up. But I think, that's where a lot of the yardage comes from. It's kind of those hidden yards where they're giving up explosive plays. But once, if they do a good job kind of limiting that, I think, they come along a little more as a defense. But they're definitely a better defense than it seems like on paper.
Now, if you look at their run defense, they're giving up 211 yards per game. That's the second most in the PAC. Is that deceiving? Does that maybe show that stats don't come close to telling the full story?
Yeah, I think, a lot of times on paper, it's if you give up 2 big runs, there's 100 yards rushing right there where, you could have limited them the rest of the game. So, it's not deceiving because it's been a repetitive type of thing where they continue to kind of give up big runs. But I think that's where it's a little deceptive is, they do a good job against the pass and they've handled the run pretty well. They've kind of run themselves out of some things and gave up some big runs that really skews that numbers.
When you look at their offensive statistics, the performances are very pedestrian. Their leading rusher only has about 191 total yards rushing in 7 games. That's an amazingly low number.
Yeah, and they've kind of been, struggling up front. I think that's what's indicative of teams that struggle to run the footballs. The inability to block or, to cover people up and cut guys loose in the run game and allow negative rushing plays. And that's something that's been happening with them. And then I think also it's kind of been the mixing of the quarterbacks and the running backs. It hasn't seemed like anybody's kind of been able to get into a rhythm, and they're trying to find their identity as far as, are they going to be a 2-back team that runs, power, and or are they going to be a spread team that tries to run RPOs like St. Vincent? I think they're still trying to figure out exactly what their best personnel is and what gives them the best opportunity to win some games.
Now, if you look at their 2-deep depth chart, their 2 quarterbacks who are scheduled to play against you tonight have, again, modest numbers. They've only thrown 3 touchdown passes in 7 games.
Yeah, they haven't done a great job of stretching the field. What kind of scares us is they did a good job against Thomas More early of kind of taking what they gave them, throwing the underneath stuff and taking 4 yards here, 3 yards there. But, they're indicative of a young football team where, they've driven the field sometimes and they shot themselves in the foot. I think Geneva, they had the ball down on the 1, lost yardage on the next 3 plays. And then Thomas More, kind of same thing. They had the ball down to the 9 and I think came away with no points. So they've had some times where they show glimpses of being able to move the football. They just haven't really been able to continue to put it put it together and finish some drives. So again, it's indicative of being kind of a young team and trying to find your stride. But that's I guess kind of the best answer I can give is they're trying to figure things out, and they'll make some plays, but they just haven't been able to kind of continually put it together.
Is wide receiver Kevin Barnes their best offensive player? He has 31 catches. Seems to be a relatively big play guy.
He's a big body guy that they like to target, and he's a veteran. He's been in the league, and he kind of knows, and he has that, similar to Alex, he has that old guy ability to kind of sit in the soft spots and zones, and the quarterbacks trust him. He's a sure-handed guy that they kind of go after. But they have some young guys that are explosive with Trayvon Johnson, number 6. And then he's not listed on the 2 deep, but he's done some nice things with, I think his name's Whitney White. He's a slot back, running back from the Pittsburgh area that has the ability to create some explosive plays. So Barnes is probably their most trustworthy guy and the guy they lean on to make the kind of continual yardage. But those 2 young guys can make explosive things happen real quick with the ball in their hands.
So you hope your kids did not look at the stats, because they might come to some conclusions that you coaches would really wish they hadn't.
Yeah, and we're honest with our guys, and that this is a football team that can beat us like any other team in the league. But are they as good as Case and Carnegie and those things? But no. But obviously, if we don't come out to play and we think we're just going to kind of roll through this team, it's a team that could quickly turn things on us and make it for a long night for our football team. So that's kind of what we preach to the guys all week.
Dan, we'll come back and take a look at your injury situations and some keys to success tonight for the Tomcats. You're listening to News Talk 790 WPIC, the home of the Thiel Tomcats.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics: Greenville Orthopedic Association and Doctors John Scullin and Stuart Anderson, specializing in the treatment of sports medicine, total joint surgery, and arthroscopic surgery. Call 800-245-8100 to make an appointment. And Greenville Moose Family Center, Lodge number 276. Fun and fellowship for everyone. Log on to lodge276.mooseunits.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
An athlete's success depends on their body functioning at peak performance. A sports injury could mean the loss of a season or the end of a career. Sharon Regional Sports Medicine is here to help you get back in the game. From ACL tears to shoulder, arm, or ankle pain, board-certified orthopedic surgeons Dr. James Boniface and Matthew Stonestreet, together with the team at Sharon Regional, provide sports medicine and rehab services at convenient locations in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard. For an appointment, call 724-981-2522.
You are listening to News Talk 790 WPIC, Sharon Hermitage, a Cumulus station sponsored by the Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, a premier senior living residence.
This is Daryl Satterfield, quarterback's coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
We're back with Dan Bloom, the head coach of the Thiel Tomcats, on tonight's pregame show. Dan, a couple of your defensive mainstays are out tonight. Your outstanding linebacker, Doak Walker, will not play. The same is true with Richard Proper, who was hurt last week.
Yeah, Doak's got a high ankle sprain. He just kind of followed up with the doctor the end of this week. He's walking around now without a boot, but he's obviously not going to be a go tonight. We hope to get him back next week. Prope's likely going to be done for the season. He just had surgery this week on a broken forearm, so unfortunately we're probably looking at playing without him these next 3 games.
And a committee of 3 will try to replace Doak Walker, I see.
Yeah, we have some young guys and some packages, and Ty and Jake will be mainstays, and then we'll mix in some of our young linebackers in different packages and sets and try to get Justin Johnson and LaRonald Smith and Matt Crawford and John Sims on the field in some different situations and try to give the offense some different looks and get some young guys reps.
Last week you only had 4 healthy wideouts who had played much for you. Do you get a couple of guys back to have a little more depth this week?
Yeah, Jaquan's kind of been a mainstay, and he's stayed healthy. He'll be playing for us today. Deshaun's getting back to healthy. He had a good week of practice, so we're looking for some big things out of him. And then Bailey will be a game-time decision, so his role will be limited if he plays at all, but we'll see what the docs say here before kickoff.
Steve Kusick gets the start at the nose?
Yeah, he'll be He's been our kind of most consistent defensive lineman the last 2 weeks, so he'll get the start at nose and be a mainstay on the defensive line with us, subbing some other guys in with Kamal Wagner, Shane Young, Kyler Jefferson, and Justin Anderson. We'll kind of mix and match those guys and try to keep them fresh. Steve will come off the field too, but we want to kind of do a good job keeping our reps for our D-line down, because it seemed like where we got ourselves in trouble was when we got high reps with guys last week.
Finally, Dan Bloom, the most important question of the evening. Given the season, are you going to be looking over your shoulder tonight over on your sideline?
No. It is that time of year, and we're branding the stadium, the graveyard, but there's no worries from me as far as peeking over my shoulder during the game. I'm just worried about what's going on the field.
You handled that question superbly, Coach.
Thank you.
You never know with me, do you?
Nope.
Well, Dan, have a great game tonight. A couple of keys to victory before we let you go.
I think defensively, big thing for us is going to be keeping them off a schedule, so doing a good job on first and second down and kind of forcing them into passing situations on third down where we can bring some pressure and mix coverages and try to confuse the young quarterbacks. Offensively, it's going to be taking what they give us, trying to establish the run game like we always do. Ultimately, taking the throws they give us and do a good job moving the ball down the field and hit some explosive plays if they present themselves.
Stay tuned. Thiel and Waynesburg coming up next. Hugh Ringer and Don Auchenbaugh on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Anderson Coach and Travel, proud to be the transportation provider for the Thiel Tomcats. Call 1-800-345-3435 or log on to goanderson.com. And the ComDoc DocuCenter, located on the ground floor of Harder Hall on the Thiel College campus. The ComDoc DocuCenter is a full-service printer and open to the public. Call 724-589-2267 or log on to DocuCenter at thiel.edu. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details on Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
For nearly a quarter of a century, Goldmine Jewelers has been the area's source for fine jewelry, diamonds, and coins. Consider returning to an old friend in Goldmine Jewelers in downtown Sharon. The Goldmine offers gold and silver jewelry, diamond engagement rings, and coins for that special gift. If you're short on cash, the Goldmine will buy your old jewelry, diamonds, or coins. Stop in at the Goldmine Jewelers in downtown Sharon for that special gift for that someone special.
I'm Dan Bloom, head coach of the Tomcats, and you're listening to Thiel Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Welcome back to Alumni Stadium at Stober Field. Thiel and Waynesburg are about to kick off. The captains are going to midfield to meet with the officials, and we have a local flavor in our officiating crew tonight. The Colonel from Mercer, Pennsylvania, is the good guy wearing the white hat, Jack Thorne. The umpire is Mercer High Athletic Director Steve Hoover. The head linesman is Kevin Stewart. Norm Scarberry, the line judge. Mark Emmerling, the back judge. Chaz Simone, the field judge. Jerry Lavelle, the side judge. And boy, is the clock in good hands tonight. The good Reverend is in the house to my left beyond the partition. Our good friend, the Reverend James Newman. It's always great to see his smiling face at Tomcat football.
If you're going to have goblins and evil spirits around, it certainly doesn't hurt to have a pastor in the house.
That's for sure. All right, the coin has been tossed, and Jack Thorne is going to tell us that Mercer, well, I got Mercer on the mind, that Thiel wins the toss and eschews the football as usual. They'll get it to start the second half, and Waynesburg will get the football at the kickoff, and they will move right to left on your radio dial. Again, if you're having trouble getting our station, you need to get on the World Wide Web to 790WPIC.com or Thiel.edu for the audio. But if you want audio and video, go to ThielAthletics.com and you'll get them both.
And we sound better on TV.
We do. All right. The Waynesburg Yellow Jackets, who look more like the Texas Longhorns. I never could figure that out. You'd think that they would have,
you know what?
They would have B outfits like the Steelers wear on throwback Sundays, but they look like the Texas Longhorns.
For 40 years, I've been trying to figure out why the Yellow Jackets' colors are orange and white, but Maybe there's orange yellow jacket.
I guess
out there.
it's not for us to figure out. It's just for us to complain about it. Huh? Anyway, it's a great night for football, and we're glad you're with us, folks. We look forward to a good football game here. Cats close out with 2 of the final 3 games here at Alumni Stadium. 2 weeks hence, they'll be in Grove City for the curtain closer with the Wolverines. But next week, mighty Thomas More comes for a 1 o'clock game.
Been 4 weeks since we've been home. It feels like half the season. I mean, it's really been tough.
Chris Rosales will kick off for the Thiel Tomcats. And deep to receive for Waynesburg, Tavon Johnson, who I understand can scoot it. And also John Babus is back there too. But watch out for Tavon Johnson. Chris Rosales, the freshman from Port St. Lucie, Florida, will kick off for Thiel. High, end over end, going to come to Johnson at the 17-yard line. He's at the 25-30, and he's grabbed by a Tomcat at the 40-yard line where he's pulled down. And Waynesburg has pretty good field position to start the ball game, Don.
It sure does look like he can scoot. He had a head of steam going. Finally, the Tomcats grabbed him and threw him down, but not before he got out past the 40.
Tyler Perrone will be the starter at quarterback. We expect to see Perrone and freshman Aaron Jenkins at that position. Perrone has 2 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions. The wide receivers are James Steele, Mitch Kendra, and Kevin Barnes. In the gun, Perrone going to throw the out. He's got the reception up at the 47 and across the 50, and getting very physical on the Cat secondary is James Steele, who made the catch and was run out of bounds at the Thiel 47, and he gets 12 yards for a first down, Don.
Yeah, these guys have watched a lot of Tomcat tape over the last week or so, and I think they've seen that we struggle at the cornerback position, but we're getting better every week, and hopefully we can step up and maybe take on those balls back.
Well, the Cats have another new guy out there, Dalton Dabrowski, playing at corner. He's played before and started a few games, but did not start last week. 1st and 10 at the Thiel 48-yard line for Waynesburg. Perrone gives it off to the tailback, and he's not going to go anywhere. The Cats corral him after a gain of 1, and that was
Cody Wagner.
Chad Walker, who was the ball carrier, and Cody Wagner, Kamal Wagner, from Brashear High School in Pittsburgh, who made that tackle. It's 2nd and 9. The Tomcats line up with Matt Crawford and Cody Wagner as the ends. Steve Kuzik, the nose tackle. Bynum, Elk, and LaRonald Smith are the linebackers. Smith replacing the injured star from Canton McKinley, Doak Walker. All right, here's the quarterback rolling to the right, throwing on a run. He's got his reception at the Thiel 40 and down to about the 38, very close to a first down. And a young man already showed me one thing, Don. He can throw on the run, and he connected out there to his receiver, Chad Walker.
Randy Groves on a stop that time. Looks like they're going to give him the first down, Hugh.
Yeah, and Waynesburg, a club that has not been particularly good on offense, is at the Thiel 38-yard line. Of course, we'll be honest, Thiel has not been particularly stellar on the defensive side much of the year. So we'll see what happens here on this particular drive. Here's the play fake. Here's the out. It's incomplete. And the defender was knocked down, but no harm there. James Steele knocked down by Dabrowski. Pass is incomplete.
Pass was a little wild that time, and that's what you got to look for in a young quarterback. Get him rattled a little bit. They're throwing the quick 2-step drops because they're sending their wide receivers and their tight ends out, just finding a hole in the secondary and sitting down. They're not really running patterns per se, and that time the ball was just overthrown.
Tyler Perrone is a 6'3", 200-pound sophomore from Seton LaSalle High School in Pittsburgh, and he will set up in the gun once again with Jenkins or with Walker as his tailback. Walker gets the football, and Walker pile drives a little bit down to the 35, which is going to set up a 3rd and 7 for Thiel. And the young man is getting up and limping off the field. Chad Walker, their starting running back, he'll be replaced out there in the lineup by Luke Maurer, who actually is a wideout. So, Don, here's a big play early for the Thiel defense. You want to stop this club on offense and not give them any mojo.
Got to get some pressure on a quarterback.
All right, let's see if they can get in on Perone. He has 4 wides in the ball game with a sidecar to his right on 3rd and 7, and he's back. He looks, he dances, he throws, he's got his receiver, and he's caught it down inside the 10-yard line, I believe, maybe about the 11. Dabrowski ran him out of bounds, but they connect on 3rd down, and this club is moving the ball on the Thiel defense. They're going to put it down on the 12.
That was a very well-thrown pass. He ran a flag pattern to the corner and just put it right where it needed to be. Trevor Martin was on the coverage, but just couldn't get up and stop the ball.
Perone, again, with 4 wides on 1st down, and the official stopped play, and it's a false start. So that's going to affect Waynesburg. They're going to be set back 5 yards to about the 17. We'll make it a 1st and 15. No score in the ball game. 12 minutes to go in the first quarter, but Waynesburg, taking the opening kick up to the 40, is driving. Tomcats set up in that 3-4 defense. 3 wides, all out here to the left this time for Tyler Perone. Perone back, swings it out to his halfback, and he juggles it. Is that a loose ball or an incomplete pass? It's an incomplete pass. It was a forward pass.
Yep.
So they're struggling a little bit here, Don, and it's going to be 2nd down and long.
Well, they're like any other young team here. They really can't get themselves into a hole, and that false start penalty put them back into a 2nd and 15. And they're, like we've talked about with the Thiel offense over the years, you just don't want to be in those 2nd and 3rd and long situations for the young team, because that's when people make mistakes, and hopefully the Tomcats can force a mistake right here.
Mitch Kendra is in the lineup now at wide receiver for Waynesburg. It's 2nd down, 15 for Tyler Perone. Perone with the snap is back. No rush at all. Going to throw it out. A wide open guy at the 10, the 5, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. And that was Luke Maurer, a sophomore from Conemaugh Township, who dropped that pass just a moment ago in the flat. And I'll tell you what, I don't know what they're dropping off into, Don, but that kid was so wide open out there in the right flat, it wasn't even funny. He had 10 yards of no defender around him and got ahead of steam, broke 1 tackle, and got it into the end zone, and Waynesburg leads 6-0. Mike Ryle will try the extra point. The snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Time out on the field, Waynesburg 7, Thiel nothing on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous sponsors of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. TDA, Then Design Architecture, proud to provide architectural and design services for Thiel College. Log on to thendesign.com. And McElhinney Brothers, Inc., general contractors, providing premier residential and commercial remodeling in Grove City, Hermitage, and Greenville. Call 724-638-7056. To discuss custom renovations. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Brian Radikovich, running backs coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
17-yard touchdown pass by quarterback Tyler Perone to his back out of the backfield, and the extra point good by the former Reynolds standout, Mike Ryle. And it is now 7-0 Waynesburg, so Thiel will get its hands on the football for the first time, and the kick is going to go down to Jaquan Hicks, who's at the 10, the 15, across the 20, and is tackled quickly up at about the 22-yard line before he could get much of a head of steam. So the Tomcats will take over on their own 22, and, of course, we'll set the Thiel offense, which is led by Ryan Radke, the senior quarterback from Lancaster Central High School in Lancaster, New York, who, with his first completion today...
About 50 yards he needs.
He needs about 50 yards to become the all-time passing leader in Tomcat history. And he has beside him Nick Barco, who's had a real good run, had a real good week last week down in Pittsburgh. Here's the quick pass. It's caught. And there goes that's Bracey. Bracey with the catch, and boy, did he take that little flat pass and made a nice spin move, and Sean Bracey was on his way across the 50 to the 45 of Waynesburg, and that was, about 33 yards?
Yeah, I was just going to say, maybe it is the first pass he'll break the record, because that was about 37 yards on that one.
Doggone close, 37, so did he get the record?
Not yet.
Not yet, and now here's Radke faking and keeping, and he's dancing, and he's getting yardage across the 40 down to about the 39-yard line, they're going to say.
When you watch the Tomcats over the years, you can always tell different players have different, teams they love to play against. Ryan Radke has had tremendous success against Waynesburg over the year, which is one of the reasons we think he's going to have a big night tonight, and he's off to a good start.
And it's good to see Deshaun Bracey
yes, it is.
catch that pass. He's been dinged up a little bit. Coach said in the pregame conversation, I think he's healthy now, and he showed it on that big play. And here's a flag coming from Jack Thorne. False start for the Thiel Tomcats. So instead of 2nd down and 4, it's going to be 2nd and 9 back at the 46 of Waynesburg.
Zinsmeister and Rob Thompson both went in motion at the same time, and you're not allowed to do that.
Actually, the 44 of the Yellow Jackets. And Thiel, naturally, will go right to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion is Justin Zinsmeister, the tight end. Here's Radke going to roll to the right. Going to throw against the grain, and he's got a man open. Horvaitz with a catch inside the 10, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 5, down at about the 1-yard line.
Looks like they're going to mark it at the 5. It looks like he stepped out of bounds, Hugh, but with that pass, Ryan Radke becomes the all-time leading passer for Thiel Tomcats, passing Willie Beauvais, who is one of our favorite quarterbacks of all time.
Willie Beauvais was here in homecoming.
Yes,
we had him on the air. Great kid. And I'll tell you, Ryan Radke has racked up some unbelievable numbers passing and running, and we'll give you more information later on about that.
We remember when Willie set the record, we said at the time we didn't think it would be a long time. It would be a long time before it got broken. Well, it didn't take that long. Welcome Ryan Radke to Thiel.
1st and goal at the 5 for Thiel, trailing by 7. Here's Radke calling his own number into the end zone. Tomcat touchdown. And just like that, Ryan Radke has engineered a beautiful drive with a couple of big-time passes, one to Deshaun Bracey, the last one to Alex Horvaitz. And now his 5-yard touchdown, and if Rosales can kick it through with Radke holding, now there's of course, Josh Dando was not here last week, but Radke's going to go ahead and hold, and let's see if our kicker from Florida can tie it up. Kick is up. Kick is good. He's almost money in the bank. We're dead even. Could be an interesting game, folks. Stay with us. Thiel 7, Waynesburg 7 on 790 WPIC.
Pain, Spine, Aesthetic and Wellness Center and Surgery Center at Linden Point wishes well to all the athletes in their respective sports. Dr. Razak is highly experienced in minimally invasive spine procedures, all performed in a state-of-the-art surgery center at Linden Point, with the provision of anesthesia. Now you don't have to live with pain. Remember to ask your physician to refer you to the region's most advanced pain treatment center. To find out more, call 724-308-7401.
I'm Matt Arshenkoff, Special Teams Coordinator and Defensive Backs Coach. Follow the Thiel Tomcats right here on News Talk 790 WPIC.
How's that for an answer? An 80-yard drive engineered by Radke. He capped it by a 5-yard run. Rosales' kick, and we're tied at 7. And Chris Rosales will kick off. Tavon Johnson is the primary deep man. The kick is long. It's going to go to Johnson at the 15. He's at the 20, looks for a hole, not going to get as far this time, and he's tackled quickly. And that young linebacker for the Thiel Tomcats, Grant Milne, an All-Stater out of Portville, New York,
he's going to be a
came up and nailed him good. Yeah, I'm waiting to see this kid get a real opportunity. He needed to feel his way along, I think, a little bit, and we have veteran linebackers.
Yeah, he'll get in there because we have some senior people that are pretty good, and he'll get his shot. I think he's a long snapper on the punts and stuff, and he's usually the first one down the field, so he's good. He's got a nose for the ball.
All right, Tyler Perrone. Is Tyler? Yeah, he's going under center this time. Okay, that's interesting. And he's going to hand the football off, and with the ball and being
nice job,
tracked down by Jake Elk at the 30 was Luke Maurer who must play wide out and tailback.
No, I think it might be Whitney White. There's two number ones.
Are there two number ones?
Which you don't usually see for offense.
Yeah, well, let's say that's the running back then, Whitney White.
Yeah,
that is really confusing
really
when you have two number ones and they both play offense.
Yeah,
usually one's on offense, one's on defense. Well, we'll give it to Whitney White. All right, it's a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 at the 30. Maurer takes, looks, throws.
Boom.
Oh, was he decapitated? But who made that hit? It's obviously not a touchdown. It's an incomplete pass. Trey Andrews.
Boy, he timed it perfectly.
Trey Andrews will be seeing that in his dreams for 15 years.
Dude,
that was a total layout. It was a decapitation. It was a decleater.
It was.
What do you want to call it?
It was perfectly timed, is what I want to call it. It was a swing pass, and he just timed it perfectly and hit him just as the ball arrived. And like you said, it was a decleater. He'll be talking about that one for the next 45 homecomings. I
don't know who the poor young man was. He must have felt bedeviled. He thought some dead man walking came up and nailed him. All right, 2nd down.
Timeout, Waynesburg.
And 9, timeout, Waynesburg. We'll take a quick timeout on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcats football and Thiel College athletics. The Greens of Greenville. Log on to greensofgreenville.com. Ilsco Extrusions, one of the industry's most efficient aluminum extrusion mills, and proud to support Thiel College. Log on to ilscoextrusions.com for more information. And the Thiel College Blue Gold Club, proudly serving the Thiel College athletic programs since 1990. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Ryan Matvico, wide receivers coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
Hugh Ringer and Don Aukenbaugh back at Alumni Stadium. 2nd down and... Or is that, 2nd down and 9.
Looks like third.
3rd down, I'm sorry. 3rd down and 9 for Waynesburg on their own 30. They're playing Monster Mash on the...
It is that time of year.
Public address system. Yeah, it is. All right, Perone is the quarterback, and a flag flies. He's going to throw down the field, double coverage, and the pass is intercepted by...
Trevor Martin.
Was that Trevor Martin
Number
from
11.
Meadville High School, the safety and defensive
Let's see what the
captain?
flag is, though.
Yeah, what's the flag? I think it's going to be on Waynesburg, isn't it?
Looked like maybe the wide receiver got a jump.
Yeah, I think somebody was in motion.
Tomcat.
It's offsides on Thiel, so wipe out the interception completely. Wow.
But what a great athletic play by Trevor Martin. He went right up with the wide receiver, kept with him stride for stride about 65 yards down the field, went right up and just took the ball away. And just what a great athletic play.
That's the best coverage we've seen in quite a while on a defender.
We've talked about how these guys are getting better and better every week.
Well,
had a big hit on the one play and a good coverage on the second, sets up 3rd and 4.
They're working on it. James Steele goes wide to the right this time. Kendra's down here to the left. Quarterback Tyler Perone in the gun. 3rd and 4, straight back. Going to throw down the middle. Too high for his big tight end. And the coverage there was by Trevor Martin once again as they tried to get that ball in to, who is that big receiver? That was Kevin Barnes. Yeah, he's a big one at 215.
Yeah.
And it's incomplete, 4th down. And in to do the punting is Jonathan Hager, who has a 39-yard average. Pretty good job on his part.
Had a lot of practice.
Had a lot of practice, probably, standing back at the 20. And the good hands person, Alex Horvaditz, is deep for Thiel, and he signals fair catch and goes down in his derriere as he makes the catch at the 28-yard line. Well done. Both teams have scored.
Yep.
Waynesburg marched. Thiel struck quickly. So what do you glean from that?
Well, I'll tell you what I think I like the most is the next series out, the Tomcats stepped up and shut them down.
That's
so it shows they made some nice adjustments after that first series and got the jitters out. You know, it is a night game. It's exciting. You know, they've been waiting all day for this. I know how tough that is being a football player, but got the jitters out. The offense got them back to even, and now see if we can take the lead.
Cats come to the line of scrimmage. Nick Barca is still the tail. with Radke. And here's the give on the jet sweep to Jaquan Hicks. And Hicks has a few yards to about the 33. Looks like he has about 4, Don.
Yes,
we'll call it 2nd and 6. By the way, let me set that Thiel offensive line. Don't give these guys enough credit. Left tackle Josh Zinsmeister. Left guard Manny Espinosa. Jake Swan over the ball at center. Gary Heiner of Brookfield, the right guard. Brian Swansiger, the right tackle. 2nd down, we'll call it 5 for Thiel. Radke got a little flinch there on defense, but no damage. Radke now turns around, looks to the bench. Josh Dando, his backup QB, gives him some signals. Now he's ready to take the snap from Jake Swan. And he's going to hand it. No, he's going to fake it and throw to Horvitz, who is nailed. Number 24 made a hit not as impactful, but Justin Wilco, the cornerback on that side from Somerset, Pennsylvania, hit him as soon as the ball got there. So it's a gain of 1. Going to be 3rd and 4 now for Thiel.
Yeah, that's a tough pass. It's a long pass. Even though it only went for 1 yard, it's a long pass across the field, and by the time it got there, the defensive back was ready for it.
All right, let's see what Radke can do. He sends Jaquan Hicks motioning left to right in the formation. He's now back. He's looking left, and he throws, and the pass is caught by Robert Thompson, who had to reach back. The pass was underthrown, Don, and the kid from Youngstown made a nifty adjustment to the ball and gets the first down to the 46.
Yeah, Ryan misjudged Rob's speed that time, and the ball was on his back hip, but Rob made a nice turnaround catch on it and then leaned forward to pick up the first down. Good job, Tomcats.
Ryan Rowland in the game. He's doing a lot of playing at wideout or slot receiver now for a tight end. Radke with 4 wides in the game. There's the snap. Something happened there. That's a flag, and it's caught by Bracey inside the 30. He's at the 25, still fighting down to the 22. Now, who's the penalty on?
It's going to be offside on Waynesburg.
Okay, I thought maybe it would be a false start because
they'd have stopped the play.
Thiel was not in sync when the ball was
No, he jumped. It was a hard count that time, and he jumped before and didn't get back. This time he didn't get back.
Well, that's why I have you up here,
Right.
You are extremely perceptive.
Nice play by Brady. It's good to see him get in the game early.
Deshaun is really looking good.
And let's throw a shout-out to Jaquan Hicks, last week's PAC freshman or rookie of the week.
Yeah,
11 catches down at CMU.
Jaquan Hicks from Ware Shoals, South Carolina. What a good bunch of receivers these kids are. Here is the give to Barca, and he took the ball, and it probably would have been better if Radke would have kept it because a man was all over him, and he loses 2 yards back to the 25-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 12.
Tomcats are lucky they kept the ball that time because Ryan saw that guy coming, was trying to pull the ball back on the read option. Barca misread it or read it a different way and kept the ball, and they're lucky the ball didn't end up on the carpet.
Yes, let's not fight over the ball, boys.
There's plenty of balls to go around.
That's right. 3 wides on 2nd and 12. Radke straight back. He looks. He throws this time to Barca. Barca trying to put on a move at the 20, and that's all the further he's going to get. He's tackled by 2 defenders there, and it's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play. Gets back the loss plus 2, and it sets up 3rd and 8.
And Waynesburg's putting in a whole second defensive unit. It looked like a hockey line change there for a second.
That's a line change. It's a backfield change, I think.
It looked like. I thought they were sending out their punt return team, but it's a whole new defense.
And now we take out the tight end Zinsmeister and bring in Rob Thompson.
We got a veteran quarterback. He doesn't worry about things like that.
No, he doesn't. Here's a man in motion, Hicks. Radke awaits the snap. Here it is. He's back. He's going to throw the out, and it's too low.
Yeah.
And the ball is not caught down inside the 15. So it's 4th down for Thiel, and I tend to believe it's a little long for a field goal try, although I've seen Rosales make them from there, but it would be about a 37-yard field goal.
A little long.
Yeah, I think Thiel's going to go for it. They need 8 yards on 4th down from the 20.
Waynesburg came with an all-out blitz that time, and Ryan had to get rid of the ball a little sooner than he wanted to.
All right, Radke's going to look this over with 4 wides. See if he can get it down to the 12. He's back. He steps up. He's going to run. He is at the 10, and he's not going to get that first down. He's going to be stopped short. Down, he's not at the 10, he's at the 15, and he's tackled at the 14. So the Waynesburg defense holds and they take over in a 7-7 game.
About a half a yard short that time. Ryan had the opening. It closed just a little bit too soon for him, and he wasn't powerful enough to drive through the two defenders that kept him from getting the first down.
So Waynesburg comes back out on offense, and they're sticking with Tyler Perrone, the sophomore quarterback. They've used 3 or 4 quarterbacks this year, trying to find the right combination. They've used about 4 running backs.
Yeah, they're a work in process.
They are.
For sure.
They're trying to find the right people. Here's the give, and it's going to be taken by the tailback, and that was Chad Walker. And Walker gets up to about the 16-yard line for 3, 2nd and 7.
Lloyd Meeks now in a cornerback for the Tomcats. He's the converted wide receiver that's been playing, getting a little bit of playing time every week. Looks like they're going to get him in there and get him a real dose of it tonight. He looks like a real good athlete.
Yeah, well,
tall and lanky.
Yep, that's an area that Thiel is going to do some looking with the people that they have on this roster.
He's probably happy to play with all the wide receivers.
I'm sure he is. He's one of the young kids, but some of the young kids they think are going to be good. They're just not quite ready yet in the secondary. Here's the snap. Here's the throw by Perrone. He's got the completion, but the defender gets hit rather rudely out there, or the receiver, James Thiel, and he doesn't get anything at all, does he, Don?
No, he didn't. He came back in. He tried, instead of going outside where the green was, he came back in where the blue was, and Cody Wagner dumped him onto the ground and put him almost 6 feet under in the graveyard.
3rd and 8.
We're going to have those all night long, folks, so hang in there.
Yeah, you know what we're talking about, folks. The graveyard is right over the hill.
Tonight it's Alumni Stadium.
Yes. All right. Quarterback Tyler Perrone trips in the wide department to the left. Sidecar to his right. Long count. Here's the snap. He's back. He's going to throw the long one, and there's good coverage. Joe Sarator
nice job,
had
Joe.
that thing zeroed in, and I'll tell you, Steele was going hard for that ball, but Sarator got right in his grill and wouldn't let him catch it.
Joe played that like a fiddle. He was just watching him playing step for step, watching his eyes. When his eyes looked like a ball was coming, he turned around and knocked it away. Great job, Joe Sarator.
Jonathan Hager out of Uniontown High School is in to do the punting. Standing back at the 1-yard line. Horvitis at midfield. He takes all kinds of time and gets a kick away that's going to be short, take a Thiel bounce.
Hicks almost got it.
Yes, he did, and the kick is going to bounce out of bounds at the Waynesburg, I think, 40-yard line. So Thiel, in a 7-7 game with 2:29 left in the first period, Don, going to get real tidy field position.
Set the Tomcats up real well, and Hicks, Jaquan Hicks that time almost got the block. We've seen him block one and take it back for a touchdown earlier this year, but he put some pressure on and caused the ball to be shanked, and Tomcats setting up shop inside the Waynesburg side of the field, which is good news.
Bracy, Horvitis, and Hicks are your wideouts. Barca, the tailback for Radke. Radke, play fake, going to throw the out. It's caught this time by, I think that's Deshaun Bracy across the 35 and down to the 33. That's 7 yards.
He's having a real good first quarter.
Yes,
and
he
it's good
is.
to see him get involved again. He's been they've been taking him away because he's been such a talent. The other teams know that, and they've been covering him and taking him out of the offense. And it's really nice to have him in the flow so early in the game.
All right, 2nd down 3 for Thiel. Radke repositions his tight end Zinsmeister to the right side. Takes the snap. Fakes to Barca. Throws down the field. Incomplete. But there's a flag.
Yeah.
Bracy, the pass was underthrown. And interference is going to be called on the cornerback, Justin Wilklow.
Bracy was open. Ryan got the ball down to where only he was going to be the one to get it. And Wilco came over his back before the ball got there. It's going to be a first down Tomcats.
Yeah, he had great coverage, but he just had touchy-feely, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
15-yard penalty, of course, in college football.
He was trying to take the candy out of Bracy's candy basket, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And he said, wait a minute, that's my trick.
That's my treat.
That's my treat.
Yeah.
Ball's down at the 18-yard line. Thiel in the red zone in a 7-7 game. First down and 10.
Sam Fitzpatrick and the wide receiver. Good to see him back.
Yep. Radke. with Barker beside him. He fakes. He keeps. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He spins.
Bye-bye.
And he's into the end zone. He put the old spin move on, and he said, sayonara, see you later. Touchdown, Radke, his second of the game, and Thiel has taken a 13-7 lead. Chris Rosales is in to try the extra point, and Radke doesn't get a break. He'll hold. The snap is good. The kick is up. And the kick is good. And we ought to give a little shout-out to the long snapper, Grant Milne, the freshman who made a good tackle on special teams earlier. Timeout on the field, 14-7 Thiel over Waynesburg on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Devontae Sims, cornerbacks coach of the Tomcats. You're listening to Thiel Tomcat Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
The kick comes to Johnson. He's at the 30, 35, 40. Look at him go. 50 and out of bounds at the Thiel 40-yard line. Don, he took that short kick at about the 15, and he had a hit of steam up. And there is a flag on the play. A couple of flags. By the way, Radke's 19-yard run capped a 40-yard drive to give Thiel that 14-7 lead.
I think it was a late hit by Waynesburg that time.
Oh. Jack Thorne tells us that's exactly what it was.
Looks like Andrew Barnick, sophomore from Franklin Regional School.
All right, that's going to take the ball back to the 45, so they don't start in Thiel territory.
Now that's a big penalty because they were knocking on the Tomcat door to start their drive. Now they're back at the 45, gives the Tomcats D a little bit of breathing room.
So 1st and 10 for Waynesburg.
What a pretty night.
Oh, just a beautiful fall night for football here at the end of October. Tyler Perrone, the quarterback, with 3 wides, and he is going to fake, and he's going to give it, and here comes a running back for about 5 yards, and that's Ben Sierro. Sierro's a sophomore out of Ramstein, Germany. How about that?
Auch schon stehen sie auf und wiederholen sie. Cody Wagner on a stop again. He's having a big night from his defensive end position.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Perrone to Sierro. No, it's still Sierro.
Not this
time. He's going to be thrown for a yard loss, and that looked like Kyler Jefferson, the big defensive end for the Thiel Tomcats, who came flying in there.
Jake Elk also been in on a stop for the Cats.
Jefferson had a pretty good game last week. It's 3rd down and 7 for Waynesburg. And Perrone is probably going to come out throwing here. Let's see if the Cat defenders can come up and make a big play. They've given us some encouraging signs here today. Perrone with a sidecar. Sierro. Here comes a bit of a blitz. He's back. He throws incomplete. The pass is too high. Chad Walker, the intended receiver. Or wait a minute, it was Tavon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it was too high, so it's 4th down. So you can see that inconsistency with Perrone on his passing. He can be right in the button one time and then a little bit high, wide, and ugly on the next
And that's
time.
the difference between this team and the other teams we played the last 4 weeks. Those guys didn't miss the wide-open receiver like they're doing tonight, so good job by the Tomcats D.
Mike Ryle is going to do the punting, standing back at his 35. And he gets it away, and it's high and not that deep. And they're going to let it bounce. This time it takes a Waynesburg bounce inside the 20, and it's going to roll dead down at about the 18-yard line.
Good job, Tomcat D. Basically a 3 and out. Got a little help by the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the kickoff return, but good job by the D to keep them and get the offense back on the field.
Is that
7.4?
7.4.
Yeah, it's not.
Remaining in the first.
I don't think we have 74 seconds, so it must be 7. I think the decimal points burn out.
Okay, is that what it is? 7.4 ticks. Okay.
Late in the season, it's hard.
Yeah, it is. It is. That scoreboard's had a workout.
We haven't been home for a month.
Radke, from his 18, has 2 sidecars. He's going to give this one off, and it's Hicks. And Jaquan is not going to go very far, going to go nowhere, except maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And we have come to the end, and there's a flag. Now, what is this?
Out there with the little Yellow Jackets.
Well, we'll hope it's a Yellow Jacket.
We'll sort it out during the commercial.
We're going to take a time. It's 1 period in the books. And it is Thiel 14, Waynesburg 7 on 790 WPIC.
Pain Spine Aesthetic and Wellness Center at Linden Point is the region's most advanced and innovative pain center. Dr. Razak is highly experienced and a well-trained anesthesiologist and interventional pain specialist. Dr. Razak and his staff help form a plan based on your individual needs. The office utilizes a comprehensive approach, like physical therapy, psychotherapy, and interventional approach to treat your chronic pain. Remember to ask your physician to refer you to the region's most advanced pain treatment center. For appointment, please call 724-308-7401.
I'm Jeff Stevens, defensive line coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football. News Talk 790 WPIC.
All right, after 1 period, it's 14-7. Thiel over Waynesburg, and Don, that penalty right before the end of the period was a penalty against Thiel.
Against Gary Heiner. He was trying to defend his running back who was being folded up like an accordion, and he came to his running back's defense, and much to the referee's dismay.
All right, so the Tomcats are going to be backed up a little bit, back to the 10-yard line, their own 10. The officials just now running down the field. They want to get it right at the other end before they bring the ball down. So a reminder, we'll have a special halftime guest going to talk a little wrestling.
A little grappling. Tomcats are the defending PAC champs in wrestling, and
they're favored to
win it again this year.
Win the conference again in wrestling, so we'll find out what the wrestling program looks like. Apparently pretty good. Okay, Radke from his own 10 has a 2nd down and 20. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to run. He's got an open. He's at the 25-30. 35 to the 37-yard line for a first down. He got 29 yards, I believe.
Yeah, nice job that time. It was 2nd and 19. He picked up the 19 plus another 10. Good job by Ryan Radke.
Boy, can he go.
He was shooting for 150 tonight rushing, so we'll see. He's well on his way.
Tomcats with 4 wides in the game. They look like they're in a throwing mentality on 1st and 10. Radke, as I say that, gives it to Barca, and Barca's not going to go anywhere. I mean, they push him back and stop him for a yard loss, setting up 2nd and 11 at the 36.
Yeah, that was a tough one. They spread him out and just didn't have enough gold helmets to block all the white jerseys there, and stuffed them for about, a 2-yard, maybe a yard loss.
In top 25 college football, quite a game going on at Texas. 3:19 left in the game. Baylor leading Texas 34-32. Baylor number 8 in the country. Okay, Radke, 2nd and 11. Is back, looks to the left, throws, he's got Bracey, and Deshaun Bracey is down to the Waynesburg 40. He just did a down and in pattern.
Nice little slant pattern.
He's making a living tonight on this second.
And what he's doing that's so impressive is he's getting down the field and he's turning his body back towards Ryan, so Ryan sees his whole front of his chest, and he just puts the number right on the number 3, and it's good to see him off to a good start.
And it's good to see number 8 replacing Bracey right now, Eugene Bailey, who's been out for a while with injury, and he was listed as questionable for tonight, game time decision, and he's in there. Here is Radke on a fake. He's going to run. He can't get away, but gets a couple of yards inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. And naturally, he's talking to these guys, asking if they got some nice tricks and treats today.
I think he was asking what they were going to wear in their costume. They're going to go with yellow jackets or preferably Tomcats.
I think he just told that lineman, "You're ugly enough the way it is."
Well, you don't need a mask. Yeah, he's not a shy guy. That's for sure.
No. Ryan is a loquacious type.
Yeah, he could sell life insurance.
An effervescent he could sell a snow to Eskimos.
That's absolutely right.
All right, 2nd down and 8. Radke with the snap. He's going to get away. He's going to run. He's at the 30, 25, 20, and down to the 18-yard line. Look at that kid.
He's just having fun now.
Well, he said to me before the game, he said, I'm going to get hit, so I'm kind of decided I'm going to just take the punishment and get up and dish a little bit of it out, too.
Well, he's been here for a long time, and he's starting to see the end coming in about 3 weeks.
Yep.
And he's going all out. He knows where his place in history is.
Yeah, we're going to miss this guy. He's been a lot of fun, no doubt about it. Ryan Radke has the first down at the 19-yard line. He has set back Barca, and Barca makes a nice little move inside and fumbled the football. My goodness, and turns it over.
Yep.
And Waynesburg has it down at about the 9-yard line. So forget that drive on the fumble.
Michael Heasley on the recovery for Waynesburg. That's the only thing that's going to stop the Tomcats tonight, folks, is themselves. And that time Barca made a nice run, got a nice little dipsy-do up the middle, and was trying to stretch for another yard or two, and the ball just popped out. And tough one for the Tomcats, but now it's up to the Tomcats defense to get it back.
All right. Quarterback returns for Waynesburg, and that is Tyler Perrone, 6'3", sophomore. He has 4 wide receivers now from, we'll call it the 10. Actually, the 11.
12, I think it's
the
on
12. The 12, okay. Perrone in the gun. Looks, pumps, is in trouble, and down he goes. And who gets that sack?
I think that's Steve Kuzik.
Is that Kuzik? It sure is. Steve Kuzik is a big son of a gun on that nose. You see him down on the field. He is ripped. He's from West Shamokin High School in Templeton, PA, 6'2", 250. And I'm going to tell you what, I would not want to meet him in a dark alley. Actually, I'd like to have him
on my side.
I'd like him on my side if I were in a foxhole.
Perrone that time bumped into his running back when he went back, and that allowed Kuzik the extra time he needed to make the sack.
All right, so we now have a 2nd down and 12. Back is Perrone. He looks. He throws the out, and I think, it's incomplete. It was too low.
Running back, wide receiver slipped, too.
Yeah, the wide receiver out on that side, Kevin Barnes, slipped. And I'll tell you, Trey Andrews
had good coverage.
Trey Andrews is all over these corners, or these wides, like a cheap suit.
He's got a funny pink socks on tonight.
Yes, he does.
But he's doing a great job covering. Made a nice big blow-up play, and now he's covered him that time and caused the wide receiver to slip a little bit.
3rd and 12. 3rd and 12 for Tyler Perrone. 4 wides. Tomcats show blitz.
Here they
Here's
come.
The snap. They're not going to. There he rolls. He throws, and the pass is incomplete. Boy, what a nice play defending there by that Randy Groves,
Randy Groves, yep.
Randy Groves, who's been one of the more consistent players in that secondary all year for the Thiel Tomcats.
Let's give a shout-out to Jake Elk that time. Got through on the blitz and forced the quarterback out, and he had to throw back across his body, and Groves was right there to knock it away and force the punt. Good job, Tomcats.
Hager is going to stand 4 yards deep in the end zone. Horvitz is out at the Waynesburg 45, and he hasn't been kicking him real deep so far. We ought to get good field here. The kick is this time pretty good. Wow, clear across the 50, takes a bounce, and Horvitz juggles it but gets it back at his own 44-yard line. But what happened is
ran into the kicker. No, it's a question of whether it's a roughing
or running
foul.
Into.
Personal foul.
Oh, boy.
Tried to get they've been trying on the last 2 punts to get the block, and
that's a killer.
That time they just got a little bit too close to him and rolled under. I think it might have been Hicks, got underneath him a little bit. And of course, we always have those punters who all want to be Academy Award winners someday, but he convinced referee Jack Thorne that it was legit, and it's a 15-yarder against the Tomcats. Going to set it out about the 25-yard line.
So that's a bad special teams mistake there, because instead of getting the ball near midfield, the Tomcats give this struggling Waynesburg offense, trailing 14-7. The Yellow Jackets are trailing.
And
give them a chance again here.
What it's doing is it's showing that young Tomcat team that has their foot on the gas and they don't know how to keep it going.
All right, here's the give to Sierro, and he has a bit of a wallop to him. He's a good, chunky kid, and he goes across the 25 to about the 27.5.
Good stick that time by Jake Elk, who's playing a very good football game tonight. We've seen him have great games in the past, and he's on the verge of another one tonight. And nice job that time plugging a hole and holding him to about a 2-yard gain, maybe 3.
2nd down and 7.
This Tomcat team's young, and we've seen this before where they get up and they really, they take their foot off the gas a little bit, and they just haven't developed that let's kill them instinct, and it would be a nice thing to learn how to do tonight and just put these guys away. They're letting them hang around.
All right, Perrone is back after a play fake, and they're after him, and they got him. They almost had him.
But,
now he goes down.
Nice job.
How many did it take?
Took 3.
And finally, Matt Crawford, the Greenville product, got him inside. Where are they going to put it down? At the 20.
Yep.
3 guys had him, Don, but he spun away.
Kuzik and Wagner both had him, and he spun away. And then Crawford, just as he turned around, Crawford cleaned him up.
So it's 3rd down and 15 now after the sack.
Perfect time for a turnover. He got the quarterback rattled a little bit. Like Coach always says, he's starting to look down rather than look up. And maybe we can see one of our defensive backs who are playing better maybe get a pick here.
All right, 4 wides for Waynesburg. Tyler Perrone with a sidecar is in the gun, and he's back. Pressure is coming up the middle. He's dancing. He's going to throw long. He's got a receiver, and he's got it at the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And that time, wow.
Yeah, Lloyd Meeks playing cornerback out there.
Meeks
started to take a peek back into the backfield to see what was going on because the Tomcats had a good rush. And that's a cardinal sin of a cornerback. You don't want to peek into the backfield. And as he peeked, this guy ran right by him. And once he had that lead, and that was a very nice, very well thrown pass by the young quarterback. He didn't miss that one, unfortunately, for the Cats.
Well, they're getting the chain crew to hurry down. But, yeah, Lloyd Meeks getting a chance to play corner for the first time here tonight.
Yeah.
And
you can't look into the backfield. He was watching the game, and his guy got a step on him, and even young quarterbacks, when you get that wide open, can put it on the money, and the Tomcats are in trouble here at the 3-yard line.
Tyler Perrone with a sidecar from the Thiel 3. Here is the give to Sierra, and he's in the end zone. No problem there, so they're a point away from tying this football game. A very bad roughing the kicker penalty against Thiel.
Letting them hang around.
And now a cornerback looks into the backfield and gets beaten for about 85 yards, and then the 3-yard touchdown run. All right. The Reynolds product, Mike Ryle, is in to try the extra point. The ball's down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And this game is tied. Thiel 14, Waynesburg 14 on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Greenville Orthopedic Association and Doctors John Scullin and Stuart Anderson, specializing in the treatment of sports medicine, total joint surgery, and arthroscopic surgery. Call 800-245-8100 to make an appointment. And Greenville Moose Family Center, Lodge number 276. Fun and fellowship for everyone. Log on to lodge276.mooseunits.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
This is Daryl Satterfield, quarterback's coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
A 77-yard pass play set it up, and Ben Sierro, 3-yard run. Riles' PAT has tied the football game at 14. And Ryle will kick off. end over end, and it's going to come down to Jaquan Hicks at the 20. He's on the near side of the field. Oh, and he gets racked across the 30 at about the 32, high and hard.
Vinny Giordano that time put a real good stick on our Mr. Hicks, and you hate to see that helmet-to-helmet thing, but it looks like Hicks is okay.
So the ball's on the 33, where Thiel will have it 1st and 10. Now, Don, they got to forget what happened here. This can be deflating when you have a lead and make two big mistakes. But they got to go back to work on offense. They know they can move it. And now it's up to Radke to get things settled down.
That's that senior leadership that will really take play here.
Radke with 3 wides in the football game on 1st down. And he is going to keep himself and dance and get 5 across the 33 up to about the 37.
I've been watching
for 4.
Watching this kid for 4 years, and I'm always amazed at his balance. John Green in at running back for the Tomcats now.
Yeah, John Green out of West Mifflin High School is in the football game. Your wideouts are Jaquan Hicks, Deshaun Bracey, and Alex Horvatitz. Radke in the gun on 2nd and 6. Fakes, throws. He's got his tight end, Justin Zinsmeister.
Nice.
And he's up across the 40 to the 45. And the kid, one of many from Baldwin High School,
yes, he is.
annexes a 1st down. One of the finest young men we've met in a long time up here at Thiel. Is that his first catch of the year?
He hasn't caught many, but they have such wide receiving weapons. They haven't needed them, but what a great family that is. We talk to them a lot.
And his brother is the starting left tackle for the Thiel Cats.
Good Thiel family.
Yes, it is. All right, 1st and 10, Thiel, their own 45. Radke with 2 sides is back. He's going to dance. They're after him. And what happened there? There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, they stopped the play.
They stopped the play? Okay. For what reason?
False start Tomcats, but to give it a little faster on the whistle, our quarterback just took a beating. Bailey got a little anxious on to get out in the pattern, moved a little too soon, but Brian took a shot that time. It's going to be a false start. They were blowing the whistle, and the white guys in the white jerseys didn't stop, and the guys in the blue jerseys did.
So it moves it back to the 40, and it's 1st and 15 for Thiel. Again, Radke has 2 protectors, but they won't be there for long. Radke back. Going to look, going to air it out for Bracey. He's got it!
Yes, he
reached out and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. I didn't think he was going to get it. But he's a great athlete. He got those big mitts out in good coverage, I might mention, by the corner.
Perfect pass.
And he just caught a perfect pass, took it away, 60 yards for a touchdown. Is this kid going to be special?
Wow.
Or what? Deshaun Bracey.
That was an NFL catch.
Oh,
it really was. He was covered, and the ball was on his hand, and
That's the kind of a catch Brandon Chambers used to make.
Absolutely.
Here. All right, Rosales will try to tack on 21. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Time out on the field. 7:21 second quarter. Thiel 21, Waynesburg 14 on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Anderson Coach and Travel, proud to be the transportation provider for the Thiel Tomcats. Call 1-800-345-3435 or log on to goanderson.com. And the ComDoc DocuCenter, located on the ground floor of Harder Hall on the Thiel College campus. The ComDoc DocuCenter is a full-service printer and open to the public. Call 724-589-2267 or log on to DocuCenter at thiel.edu. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details on Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Dan Bloom, head coach of the Tomcats, and you're listening to Thiel Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
As beautiful a pass and catch as you'll ever see, folks. Deshaun Bracey, 60 yards from Ryan Radke. Extra point good, 21-7 Thiel. Here's the kickoff, and getting up with a full head of steam. Oh, and getting dehorned.
Great hit.
And that was Grant. Was that Milne? 40?
Milne, yep.
40 laid him out. at the 28-yard line. Wow.
I'll tell you what.
We are seeing some major hitting here.
Ryan Radke has 219 yards passing. Deshaun Bracey has 155 of them.
Tavon Johnson took that kick. And I'll tell you, that's at least tonight. 3 major sticks.
Yeah, this is the best hitting we've seen all year, and it must be something to do with the graveyard or something.
Yeah,
I
think.
A lot of decleating going on.
Yeah, there sure is. They've been,
and they're all clean hits. None of them are cheap shots. They're all just good football plays.
All right, here's the give to Sierra, and the Cats let him get away, but not too far, up to about the 30, where he is spun around and brought down by Steve Kuzik, I believe.
Yep. Jordan Smith also.
He only got 3. It looked like he was going to get more.
He got away, but it closed really very quickly. So nice job.
2nd and 7. Very entertaining football game.
Oh, we knew it was going to be a good game. We thought it could be a shootout. We just weren't sure if Waynesburg was going to be able to keep up, but they're doing their fair share of keeping up, unfortunately. We knew we could score.
All right, Perone in the gun. On 2nd down is back. Going to throw the swing to Sierra, and he is met, and I mean met hard by Ty Bynum.
Great job that time, too, by Matt Crawford. He got there. These guys, it looks like, and I'll tell you what it is. We have been watching Thiel play some exceptionally good football teams the last 3 weeks with W&J and CMU and Case. I mean, they're all in the top echelon. We're now seeing teams, we're playing a team that's comparable to us, and we're seeing that we're just as quick off the ball as they are, and Matt Crawford did a nice job running that ball carrier down.
All right, 3rd down and a short 5 at the 32 for Waynesburg. Perone in the gun. Let's see if the Cats can stop him. He's back. He has some pressure. Throws. Caught. Oh, that's a great catch by that wide receiver, Mitch Kendra, across the 45 to the 40 of Thiel. Don, he caught that in traffic.
I'll tell you what, that was in coverage, too. I mean, the Tomcats had 3 guys on him, Trevor Martin being one of them, and he just went up and snatched the ball like he was taking a rebound off the glass.
Yep.
He's a big kid.
He is.
Looks like he ought to be a tight end. They say he's 5'11", 165. He looks a lot bigger than that.
He sure does to me. I see Thiel has a new safety in there, Don, who is not identifiable.
Well, he's number 37, Jordan Smith, if our numbers are right.
Really? Okay.
He's a wide receiver again, and nobody's going to play wide receiver, so they're moving him over to defense.
All right, low snap to the quarterback. He's going to keep it and get a block, but
Trevor
Martin came up and secured the tackle from his cornerback position after a gain of a couple.
Trey
down
Andrews
to the Thiel,
also on the stop.
37-yard line, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that started out as a disaster, then turned into it looked like he had a lot of green, and the secondary reacted very nicely to it and pulled him down.
All right, so Waynesburg is going to get some additional troops in the game. Tavon Johnson, who can light it up a little bit in the line of scrimmage, is now in the ball game. He's a halfback, a freshman. They list him at 131 pounds. Is that all he weighs?
Timeout.
Timeout is going to be called by Waynesburg. We'll take a timeout on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous sponsors of Tomcat Football and Thiel College Athletics. TDA, Venn Design Architecture, proud to provide architectural and design services for Thiel College. Log on to vendesign.com. And McElhinney Brothers, Inc., general contractors, providing premier residential and commercial remodeling in Grove City, Hermitage, and Greenville. Call 724-638-7056. To discuss custom renovations. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Brian Radikovich, running backs coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat Football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
Hugh Ringer and Don Aukenbaugh back at Alumni Stadium on what we're going to go ahead and call Halloween night. It was trick-or-treat night in Greenville.
Halloween weekend.
And, 21-14, Thiel over Waynesburg. We have 4:33 remaining until halftime. Waynesburg is on the Thiel 37-yard line. And the quarterback, Perone, is at the line of scrimmage looking things over. And he's going to throw a quick pass out here to the left that is caught. Tavon Johnson inside the 30 and down to about the 26-yard line.
Wow, he slipped 2 tackles that time.
Yes, he did.
He's the one we were talking about that has the speed, and he certainly is quick, and he got a block out there and broke 1 tackle and spun away from another and got the first down before the Cats could get him on the ground.
You know, he doesn't look too much bigger than 131 pounds. He's a little water bug. He reminds me of that running back for Philadelphia's Eagles. Can't think of his name right now. Anyway, he's a little one. All right, 1st and 10 now for Waynesburg on the Thiel 26. And here comes Sierra, and he's going to hit a steam, and he's going to take that thing in for a touchdown. My goodness, that's just unbelievable.
Boy, he was hitting the backfield.
They had him tackled, but nobody wrapped him up. And Ben Sierra, the 210-pound sophomore running back from Germany, takes that thing in for a touchdown as the rains come here at Alumni Stadium. And they're an extra point away from tying this football game up, Don. My goodness.
Boy, that was a tough run. Tomcats had him twice.
Yeah, that's just bad tackling. I mean, Sierra kept battling and shook off tackles. Here's the kick by Ryle, and there's an illegal motion, I think, on Waynesburg, so the extra point will have to be retried.
Going to move it back, too, so.
It is raining, and the wind has picked up. Well, we thought that there was about a 35-40% chance of precipitation throughout the hours in which this game would be played, and in this case, the weatherman knew what he was talking about. Let's hope it doesn't get any worse. All right, Ryle will try a 25-yard extra point, and the young man from Reynolds says that's no problem at all, and it goes through, and we're tied. Waynesburg 21, Thiel 21 on 790 WPIC.
Are you or a loved one?
Comfort, compassion, character. Todd C. Alexander, DMD, Dentistry for Adults and Children. A thought defines a belief. A step defines a journey. A smile defines a person. Allow a thought. Step toward a journey. Smile. Define yourself. Todd C. Alexander, DMD, Dentistry for Adults and Children, 2005 East State Street, Hermitage, Pennsylvania.
I'm Matt Arshenkoff, Special Teams Coordinator and Defensive Backs Coach. Follow the Thiel Tomcats right here on News Talk 790 WPIC.
26-yard run by Ben Sierra. Extra point by Ryle is good, and we're tied again at the 3:49 mark. Yeah, we're letting this team hang around, and that's not good. Kick to Jaquan Hicks, takes it at the 24, dances at the 30. They got him by the shirt and the shoulder and carry him back, and he's not going to get any further. Let's see where they're going to put it, at the 32-yard line, where Thiel will have it 1st and 10 with 3:44 before halftime. Well, Don, there's plenty of time. Now, they just have to come out and get something done.
Tomcats don't need a lot of time, but they've got 3 minutes and 44 seconds, and just got to find a way to we're going to have to outscore these guys if we're going to win this game tonight, and I think we have an offense that can certainly do that. We'll see how the weather conditions will play into it, but we're mutters on an artificial turf, so we should be okay.
All right, 4 wides for Ryan Radke, who's probably going to air it out here. He's going to roll to the right, throw against the grain, and the pass is caught beautifully by Robert Thompson.
Nice pattern. Ran a real nice route. Broke it off just at the 13-yard mark, and Ryan put the ball right where it needed to be.
13-yard gain up to the 43-yard line. So they move the chains at the 3:28 mark of the first half. Tomcats line up with the same formation. Radke looks things over. The wind is coming down in swirling fashion. Here's Radke on a keeper. No, it's a give instead to Nick Barca, who gets a couple of yards and is run out of bounds over by the Thiel bench across the 45 at about the 47. Will give him 3 yards as the clock runs inside the 3-minute mark. And the Cats are going to try to get Fitzpatrick in the lineup now as an extra wide receiver. And they'll line up with 19 on the play clock.
Bit of a blustery evening now.
Yeah, it turned rather blustery here all of a sudden. All right, Radke is going to roll this time to the left. He's going to stop and throw, and Bracey tried to one-arm that at the 43, but he couldn't pull it in, Dawn. That's a real trick in this kind of weather.
Yeah, he was playing patty cake with the cornerback that time, and he couldn't get his other arm around in time, tried to make a one-handed catch, and asking the referee why that wasn't pass interference.
Yeah, he's going to say, I need two arms to catch that ball.
I'm good, but I really could like to have two arms.
But Kevin Stewart, of course, didn't listen to him.
No, he wasn't buying it.
All right, third down.
No
and
candy,
7.
no candy for him tonight.
Now the Cats are going to need to pick up first down to about the 46-yard line. Radke back. Radke going to air it out, and he's got defender knocking that away. And Bracey again is saying, where is the interference call? One of his coaches is coming down, and got a coach? No, he couldn't go clear down there. But
Brennan Seafick,
yeah,
freshman from North Catholic,
was the defender
on a defender that time.
Okay,
pretty good coverage.
Yes, it certainly was. All right, Kevin Barnes is going to be back to receive the punt from Thiel freshman punter Dylan Kleckner from Shenango High School in Lawrence County.
Timeout.
Timeout for the Cats, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Ryan Matvico, wide receivers coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football. News Talk 790 WPIC.
All right, Thiel, fourth down. Dylan Kleckner is going to kick the ball from his 30-yard line. He gets the kick away, and Johnson's going to come up at the 13 and slip and not get away, but he does get up to about the 19-yard line where the Cats bring him down, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Waynesburg at the 2:24 mark of the second period in a 21-21 football game.
J.T. Hampton on a stop that time for the Tomcat coverage, and if this is a tennis match, it's advantage Waynesburg right now. We've been going back and forth, and the Tomcats have had it, but...
All right, so let's see. Perrone is going to be your quarterback. He's gone the whole way. We do expect to see Aaron Jenkins at some time in this football game. Cats line up with Justin Johnson now at left defensive end. Perrone shifts Sierro, his tailback, who's done some damage in this second quarter, and he's going to get the swing pass, and Crawford is there to bring him down at the 20-yard line, and that's a gain of 1, make it 2nd and 9.
I really like this kid. I know I'm partial to Greenville Trojans, but this kid's really got a nose for the football.
Clock runs to the 2-minute mark of the first half in a tie ball game. Perrone going to throw down the sideline, incomplete, intended for Barnes, a little bit high. Trey Andrews was in pretty good coverage at the 40-yard line.
If anything, the Waynesburg coaches are crying for pass interference. If anything, it was offensive pass interference. It looks like he pushed Trey out of the way as the ball got there. It was just not a very well-thrown ball.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for Waynesburg.
Shut them down here. The Tomcats will have enough time to maybe get a drive going for halftime.
Enough time to get a quick score. But first, they've got to stop Tyler Perrone. And they've been able to get into his backfield several times and get him down a couple times. He takes the snap, and here comes the blitz, but they couldn't get to him, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Thiel. Running 30, 25, that's Meeks to the 10, down to the 5 and out of bounds. Hey, that is making up for a bad play earlier. How about Lloyd Meeks?
You're now even, son. You got burned on a long pass and set up a touchdown, and you just picked off a nice pass. The ball was overthrown. The wide receiver wasn't looking for it. Meek stepped in, took the ball away, and then became the wide receiver that he used to be.
He did.
And took it all the way down to the 5-yard line. What an outstanding play by a young guy who could have been hanging his head after getting burned on that long pass.
Well, you know, somebody told me in preseason at the Westminster scrimmage, he said, watch this Meeks kid. I don't know where he's going to play. He might play defense. He might play offense. He's an athlete, and he just showed it right there. 1st and goal, Thiel in a tie ball game with 1:46 until halftime at the Waynesburg 5.
Advantage Tomcats.
Here is the fake, and it's the give. Barca's going nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, Barca was nailed for nothing. In fact, I think he lost a yard on the play.
After the week he had last week up at CMU, I'm sure they've got some people watching him and trying to keep him from having a repeat. He had a real good game last week.
Well, of course, it's not all Nick's fault either, because the big guys up front are not moving the road, are not being road graders on the run game. It's as simple as that. As well as they played last week, they're not doing that well tonight in the run game. All right, 2nd and goal at the 5.5-yard line. Radke's going to have to do it himself here, I think. And he's straight back. He's going to look. He's going to throw. And it's incomplete. He threw it to the wrong side of his receiver.
Roland.
And that was Ryan Roland, the tight end, who couldn't turn around. So the Waynesburg defense is playing tough right here. And Ryan Radke had a word or two to Jack Thorne here about something, and Jack's got both of his arms spread. I don't know what that's all about.
I think Ryan's asking for some pass interference,
Yep.
and that's just, there's no court of appeal in that one. It either is or it isn't. You just come back and run the play.
He's asking the referee, but it's the guys down the field, the back judges. All right, 3rd and goal at the 5.5 for Thiel. Radke back. Going to look. He throws, and he threw it to nobody.
Running wide receiver.
Was he expecting Hicks? Hicks slipped? Okay, because Hicks was 2 yards away from the ball, and it's going to be 4th down now for Thiel, and you're going to send Rosales in?
Looks like.
Is it? I don't think so.
Jake Elk's coming in.
Yeah? Well, Jake Elk.
Yeah.
What?
Number 22. Yeah, it's field goal time. They just didn't tell Rosales, apparently.
Well, where's Rosales?
Yeah, they forgot to tell him.
Gee. 33 seconds on the play clock, so it's no problem. 58.6 ticks left. They're going to put it down at the 13. It would be a 23-yard field goal attempt. The snap is good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So what did I say? 33-yard field goal by Chris Rosales has given Thiel a 24-21 lead over Waynesburg on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Greenville Orthopedic Association and Doctors John Scullin and Stuart Anderson, specializing in the treatment of sports medicine, total joint surgery, and arthroscopic surgery. Call 800-245-8100 to make an appointment. And Greenville Moose Family Center, Lodge number 276. Fun and fellowship for everyone. Log on to lodge276.mooseunits.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Devontae Sims, cornerbacks coach of the Tomcats. You're listening to Thiel Tomcat Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
We do want to correct what we said on the call of that field goal. It was a 23-yard field goal, not a 33 by Chris Rosales, but heck, it was good. And it gives Thiel the 24-21 lead, and Rosales kicks off. And Johnson, was that an onside kick?
Tried a little pooch kick, and it didn't work. And,
a little pooch.
Taken by one of the up-backs.
And they're getting a heck of a good field position here, right?
Andrew Barnick.
Now, I don't quite understand that.
I don't know that if he meant to do that or if he just miskicked it. But
they're going to get the ball on their own 49-yard line.
With 55 seconds to go.
Yeah. Well, the defense is going to have to be alert here.
Got to shut them down.
It's not an explosive offense by any stretch.
But they've shown some explosive plays.
Tyler Perrone has some guys who can go up and catch it. And they have 4 out in the pattern right now.
Got to get some pressure.
They need to get in here. 55.6 ticks left. Perrone is back. Not much of a rush. Steps up, throws down the middle, and it's almost intercepted, but knocked down incomplete. Again, it was Trevor Martin who was in there on defense.
He had a pick taken away from him because of a defensive penalty, and he almost got his second one of the night. Just missed that one. Nice coverage by the Tomcats.
All right, 2nd down 10 for Tyler Perrone. Perrone has Barnes to the right. He awaits the snap, and there it is, and he's going to give it to Sierro, and the Cats are on him a little bit at the 45 of Thiel. He gets 6 yards on the play, setting up 3rd and 4, and the clock runs inside 36 seconds remaining in the game, and they hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Waynesburg has 1 timeout left is all.
3rd down and 4. Perrone throws the out. The pass is caught and running down the sidelines to the 35. After that catch was Barnes, and he's run out of bounds over by the Thiel bench. They're going to put it down on the 35 of the Tomcats with 24.8 ticks remaining.
Tomcats let him slip away that time. They had him pinned against the sidelines, but he slipped away and got the first down. Now with a little less than 25 seconds to go, the Tomcats are backpedaling a little bit. Got to keep him out of the end zone. I got to believe Waynesburg's looking for perhaps a field goal attempt, but we'll see.
Ryle is a pretty good kicker, the kid from Reynolds, a freshman. Perrone in the gun with 4 wides. Takes the snap, gets pressure, steps up, throws long. The pass is knocked away. Who was that?
Great job. Number 43, Meeks.
Was that Lloyd Meeks?
Good job that
Lloyd
time.
Meeks says, I've learned my lesson. I can cover, guys. Just give me a chance.
Didn't look into the backfield that time. Kept up with him line for line, step for step. And when the ball was there, he did the perfect play. He was in perfect position, knocked the ball away. Give that kid about 6 more games, and that'll be an interception.
And you know, he's a big corner. He's 6 foot,
He's exactly what we need.
He's from Baltimore, Maryland. How about that?
We won't hold that against him.
No, we won't. All right, 2nd down 10 at the Thiel 35. Perrone is back. He throws the out this time. It's caught and out of bounds at about the 32 is Tavon Johnson. Clock stops with 14.4 seconds remaining.
J.T. Hampton on the coverage that time. Another name we haven't called a lot, so the Tomcats are moving some new people into the secondary a little bit, trying to find a combination that works. And I think they've got a couple out there right now that are very athletic.
3rd and 7 at the Thiel 32-yard line. They are not in field goal range yet, I guarantee you that. Play clock is down to 8. Perrone at the line of scrimmage. Gets it away with 2 seconds. He's back. He's going to throw it in the middle. He's got his receiver. He caught the ball down at the 16-yard line, was laid out. Was that Ty Bynum?
T. Bynum that time.
My goodness.
That's our 4th decleating of the night, and now they're going for the field goal.
And now it's 9.7 seconds remaining. Waynesburg will call a time and try a field goal. Stay tuned on 790 WPIC.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup for Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Number 6, it's the Meatball Sub. Number 8, it's the Tuna. Also starting for Lock, Stock, and Barrel, and part of the special teams, Philly Cheesesteak. Number 36 is a fan favorite. It's the Fried Chicken Breast Sub. And finally, the one and only number 22 at 15 inches and over 2 pounds of meat and cheese, the Italian Nightmare. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli and a PA lottery location as well. Dine in or carry out. It's Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 till 7.
I'm Jeff Stevens, defensive line coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football. News Talk 790 WPIC.
34 yards.
32.
All right. 9.7 seconds remaining. 1st down, and 10. That's immaterial at this point. The ball at the Thiel 16, and Mike Ryle is going to come out, or is he? No,
they're going to try one more play.
They feel that that's out of his range. It would be about a 34-yard field goal, so they're going to line up and see if they can get a Hail Mary, which would be a short one, and get a touchdown and take the lead. Perone is back, throwing for the end zone. Oh, my goodness, he got it. Gee whiz, they got that touchdown. Who was that? Barnes, Kevin Barnes, on a slant. That's what happens, boy, when you have bad special teams execution like Thiel did on that pooch kick, giving them the ball at the 50. Now you're trailing at halftime, 27-24, and now Ryle will try to add 28. Oh, my goodness. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Got a flag off.
And there is a flag. Tomcats offside. Well, maybe they'll go for two now. Who knows? I would think if Shepis is smart, he would say, we got the extra point. Let's take it.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing with house money on that drive.
Yeah,
they got
sure are.
No, they're going to go for two.
He's going to go for two here, folks. Boy, would that be insult to injury.
Let's shut it down.
It is 27-24.
Curious call here. If they miss it, the field goal ties it. So I don't think whoever scores 28 points is going to win this game.
I'm going to tell you right now, Dawn, 34 is going to get this football.
Yeah.
Ben Sierro, the Germany product, is going to get this football. You can mark it down, and Bynum and company better be eyeing that kid. 34 is coming right at you, Thiel. What did I say? Sweep, left, touchdown, 2 points, rather. Sierra, 2 points. Waynesburg plays with house money. They now lead by 5, 29-24. My goodness sakes. We'll keep it here,
Yeah,
Don,
that's the one you don't want to give up right before halftime.
Oh, my heavens.
You know what? You'd say with a young team that could be a deal breaker, could be a backbreaker. But this team, I don't think you're going to win this game with 29 points tonight because this is a shootout, and the Tomcats have been doing their fair share of it. But you had that interception by the Tomcats took all the way back to the 5-yard line. All you got was a field goal. Then you had the whatever the kickoff was, and it set Waynesburg up at midfield, and they capitalized on it and took it in for the touchdown, got the 2-point conversion. Now they're up by 5 when they could have very easily been down by 10.
So that's really tough for Thiel here at the end. They gave up points that you shouldn't give up.
Yeah, you don't want to do that right before going to halftime. That makes coaches angry, and that makes the halftime conversation a little less pleasant.
It's not going to be a real pleasant locker room, I wouldn't think, because of what's happened in the last minute and a half. Ryle's going to kick it to the way Thiel would have wanted to have kicked it there, right down to about the 33, where a Tomcat falls on it with 4.9 seconds remaining until halftime. And I would imagine Thiel will just come up to the line of scrimmage, take a knee, and go to the locker room. The good news, of course, Don, is Thiel gets the ball open the third quarter.
Like I said, I don't think they're going to win this game with 29 points.
No.
This is a shootout. What we got to do is make some adjustments at halftime defensively to be able to stop these guys because we're making this offense that's been pedestrian all season long look pretty good.
So Thiel is just going to kind of lazily walk up here to the line of scrimmage. And
it looks like we're going for the victory.
And, well, can't say victory at this point. You're down by 5. They take the knee. I'll leave it at that. So that's after 2 periods. Score is 29-24. The Waynesburg Yellow Jackets leading the Thiel Tomcats. We've played 2 periods. Stay tuned for our special guest at halftime and a look at the statistics here on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous sponsors of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. TDA, Venn Design Architecture, proud to provide architectural and design services for Thiel College. Log on to vendesign.com. And McElhinney Brothers, Inc., general contractors, providing premier residential and commercial remodeling in Grove City, Hermitage, and Greenville. Call 724-638-7056 to discuss custom renovations. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
Comfort, compassion, character. Todd C. Alexander, DMD, Dentistry for Adults and Children. A thought defines a belief. A step defines a journey. A smile defines a person. Allow a thought. Step toward a journey. Smile. Define yourself. Todd C. Alexander, DMD, Dentistry for Adults and Children, 2005 East State Street, Hermitage, Pennsylvania.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous sponsors of Tomcat Football and Thiel College Athletics. TDA, Venn Design Architecture, proud to provide architectural and design services for Thiel College. Log on to vendesign.com. And McElhinney Brothers, Inc., general contractors, providing premier residential and commercial remodeling in Grove City, Hermitage, and Greenville. Call 724-638-7056. To discuss custom renovations. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
This is Daryl Satterfield, quarterback's coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat Football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
It is halftime at Alumni Stadium, or as tonight we're calling it the Graveyard. It's Halloween weekend, and the visiting Waynesburg Yellow Jackets are putting some tricks into the Tomcats game plan as they lead the Tomcats at halftime 29-24. Don Achenbaugh and Hugh Ringer are bringing it to you live. We're in the middle of a community band night where the Thiel band is joined by a ton of high school seniors who want to maybe come to Thiel. It's going to be a glorious halftime. Come back in a few minutes and we're going to talk wrestling. You're listening to News Talk 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Greenville Orthopedic Association and Doctors John Scullin and Stuart Anderson, specializing in the treatment of sports medicine, total joint surgery, and arthroscopic surgery. Call 800-245-8100 to make an appointment. And Greenville Moose Family Center, Lodge number 276, fun and fellowship for everyone. Log on to lodge276.mooseunits.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup for Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Number 6, it's the Meatball Sub. Number 8, it's the Tuna. Also starting for Lock, Stock, and Barrel and part of the special teams, Philly Cheesesteak. Number 36 is a fan favorite. It's the Fried Chicken Breast Sub. And finally, the one and only number 22 at 15 inches and over 2 pounds of meat and cheese, the Italian Nightmare. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli and the PA lottery location as well. Dine in or carry out. It's Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 till 7.
This is Daryl Satterfield, quarterback's coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
Welcome back to Alumni Stadium. It's halftime where the homestanding Thiel Tomcats trail the visiting Waynesburg University Yellow Jackets 29-24. Don Achenbaugh and Hugh Ringer bringing it to you live. It's our great pleasure. We're going to have a little chat here with one of our all-time favorite people at Thiel, Craig Smith. He's does a lot of things at Thiel, a lot of the development stuff, a lot of alumni stuff. But one of the things he really enjoys most is he's an assistant wrestling coach, and the Thiel Tomcats won the PAC title last year, and they're the odds-on favorite and to win it again this year. And Craig, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it.
Let's talk a little bit about the Tomcats. And we got some wrestlers coming back. We got some incredible talented. Why don't you tell us about who a few of your stars are?
Yeah, we actually have a returning national qualifier this year, Brett Phelps. Brett was a freshman last year, transferred in. He's a Seton, or South Fayette guy, solid guy. We're excited for him. He actually just got preseason ranked at number 9 in the country, so we're excited about that. A couple tough freshmen coming in. Gage Gladys, actually, from Greenville.
Right.
So we're excited about Gage coming in, and it's a whole different ballgame once you get to this level, but I think Gage will accept the challenge well since he might be related to somebody on the team.
Well, then it's also been a lot of people locally have come by quite a few times. We've had a lot of local people who have done well, so he's following some pretty good footsteps. So let's talk about wrestling. The wrestling program itself, there's not a lot of PAC teams. I think there's 4 this year. Who are the 4 teams that the Tomcats play with?
Well, there's us, W&J, Waynesburg, and now Thomas More.
Oh, okay.
We just added Thomas More this year. We're excited about that program, and we think they'll be tough. Not a whole lot of schools down in that area near Cincinnati other than Mount St. Joe.
Sure.
So I think that'll be a nice, tough. They're tough in everything else they do. We're excited about that.
And that's one of the things about wrestling. There aren't a lot of schools that do it, so the quality of the wrestling people tend to gravitate to the better schools. And fortunately for us, we're one of those schools.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you talk about only 4 teams in the conference, where do you guys end up wrestling all the time?
So we spend a lot of time in the OAC, and then we're down at W&J and we're down at Waynesburg for one match a season. But most of our tournaments are in that Ohio conference with Mount Union, Heidelberg, some of those schools. And then we spend a lot of time out east, Messiah, big name, Lycoming, tough schools out east in eastern PA. We spend some time out there.
And one of the things about wrestling that you find fascinating is, unlike football and baseball and stuff like that, where you want to stay in the D3 if you can, wrestling is such an individual sport that it doesn't hurt to go up and wrestle the bigger schools, even all the way up to the D1 schools, because a good wrestler, like our qualifier that we have this year, is going to be a good wrestler no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. We like to wrestle. We try to stick to a pretty solid Division III schedule. Some of these other schools, even in the conference, they bounce around a little bit between like the Penn State Barons and Beavers and things like that. But at the end of the year, when you're talking national qualifier, though, you want to be in the Division III because that's what matters. We wrestle Seton Hill. We wrestled Seton Hill in the past and some other D2 schools, but we like to stick to that D3 schedule, and it serves us well at the end of the year.
It's halftime at Alumni Stadium, or as we're calling it tonight, the Graveyard, since it's Halloween weekend. And Tomcats are on the short end of a 29-24 score to Waynesburg University. We are talking to Craig Smith, an assistant wrestling coach and jack of all trades here at Thiel. He's like everybody else at Thiel. All of us who have been here know that you do more than one thing, and that's what we love about liberal arts education, and we take it into the field. Let's talk. We're talking wrestling a little bit here. When does the season open? I know you guys have been in the room wrestling, working hard. You see these kids running all year round. It's like any other sport. It's not a seasonal sport anymore. When can we expect the first match to go?
We're actually we started the second weekend of October, and our first competition's in 2 weekends at the Washington Jefferson Invitational. That'll be a tough tournament. We'll get in. That was always a grimy one, if you will, first one of the year.
Sure.
You're getting a lot of Waynesburg will be there, W&J, a lot of the other schools, even in our conference, will be there.
When can our fans expect to come back to the Rissell Gymnasium and see the Cats?
We actually have a home match in December against Otterbein, first-year program. So that'll be, I think it's a Thursday night.
So that'll be a good one to come up and see the young Tomcats play.
Absolutely.
All right, again, halftime here at Alumni Stadium, Tomcats against Waynesburg University. Talking with Craig Smith. 2012 Thiel alum, so we like you already. But we've always liked you, so that's no problem. Let's talk a little bit about your alumni development director position. Like I said, everybody at Thiel wears more than one hat. And you were talking earlier before we went on the air that there wasn't a whole lot of time to be in the wrestling room because you're out on the road. Tell us a little about what that job does.
So, we've been very busy this year. We just hired a new president at the college, Dr. Susan Traverso. We're very excited about that. We've been having these Meet the President events all over really all over the area. We had one in Erie.
Yeah, I get an email about once a week.
Yeah, you're probably sick of hearing from me, but
not at all.
We've been busy with that though, traveling around. Even my position more specifically is just focused on traveling out, meeting with alum that may have been, I don't want to use the word disconnected, but I guess disconnected, from a little bit from the college. Just got busy with life and other things.
That's a good way of putting it, busy with life.
And just try to get in front of them and, get them re-engaged with the college and see what they've been up to the last 20 or so years.
So the president's been here for a couple of months now. It's probably a different atmosphere from everything I hear. I'm not up on campus as much as I'd like to be, but it sounds like it's going very well.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, it's been very exciting. I mean, she's very, very student-focused, very student-driven, and that's the number one priority, and that's obviously why we're all sitting here right now and why you and I are sitting here right now. So I think she understands that, and I think, moving forward, she has a lot of great ideas, a lot of good academic programs in store and up her sleeve, if you will, so we're excited to get that rolling a little bit.
So as we coming toward the end of the first semester, what are the holiday, any events or anything that we need alums to look forward to that might be able to get them back on campus or something? Homecoming was a grand success, just a glorious weekend. What else do we have coming up?
I would encourage all alum to visit www.thiel.edu/alumni. That main website right there will show you all the events coming up. And we have a few Christmas events, one in Sharon, one down in Pittsburgh, one out in Harrisburg. So really all over the state of PA. That's about it, really, for the Christmas event. So,
well, folks, we really encourage you to get out and meet this group. We've got a new president. We've got a lot of young alums like Craig who are doing just incredible work making this college. You're going to be very proud of the work they're doing for your alma mater. So we encourage you to take advantage of this. Go out and meet the president, meet these young bucks. These people are just doing incredible work. And if you've ever worked at Thiel, it's not a 9-to-5 job. It gets in there, and it's one of the reasons we love what we do up here. It's just so much fun to be involved in it. And like you said, we're all student-centered, because without the students, we don't have a lot of reason to be here.
That's right.
And, Craig, we thank you for being here. We wish you very good luck in the future with this.
Thank you.
Keep the Tomcats in the top 10 in the wrestling if we can. Let's get that other PAC title. And but more importantly, let's do the work with the alumni stuff, and let's get people back in charge, back into touch with the Tomcats and Thiel College, because we got good things going on here, and you're a very big part of it.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it.
Don Achenbaugh, it's halftime. The Tomcats trail Waynesburg 29-24. We'll be back with some statistics and maybe listen to a little music here on homecoming weekend at the Graveyard. You're listening to Tomcat Football live on News Talk 790 WPIC.
An athlete's success depends on their body functioning at peak performance. A sports injury could mean the loss of a season or the end of a career. Sharon Regional Sports Medicine is here to help you get back in the game. From ACL tears to shoulder, arm, or ankle pain, board-certified orthopedic surgeons Dr. James Boniface and Matthew Stonestreet, together with the team at Sharon Regional, provide sports medicine and rehab services at convenient locations in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard. For an appointment, call 724-981-2522.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcats football and Thiel College athletics. First National Bank, the home for all of your financial solutions, from banking to investments to insurance. Call the Greenville branch of First National Bank at 724-588-6770. St. Paul's, a continuing care community providing a caring tradition since 1867. Visit St. Paul's online at lifeatstpauls.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
My mother told me she wanted to die at home. We needed more help than I could provide. Her doctor suggested we contact Three Rivers Hospice. I was nervous about letting a team of strangers into the house, but when they arrived, it felt like they were members of our family. They were kind, gentle, and treated Mom with respect and dignity. They knew it was a fragile time for us and did everything they could to make us all comfortable. The Three Rivers Hospice team even did the small things for Mom that were important to her. She took pride in her appearance, and they'd paint her nails and find a purse to match her outfit. Laughing was something she enjoyed right up to the end. They'd come armed with jokes to bring a smile to Mom's face, a smile we so desperately needed to see. Three Rivers Hospice helped put us at ease. They were always just a call away. We'll forever be thankful for the Three Rivers Hospice team.
All costs for Three Rivers Hospice are usually covered 100% by Medicare. Call them at 724-698-7433 or online at threerivershospice.com.
I'm Dan Bloom, head coach of the Tomcats, and you're listening to Thiel Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Hugh Ringer and Don Achenbaugh back at Alumni Stadium. Halftime here at Thiel, where the Tomcats are trailing the Waynesburg Yellow Jackets by a score of 29-24. It was 21-all until the final 3:30 of this second period, when Waynesburg struck very, very quickly with a touchdown after a very short kickoff, kind of a botched kickoff by Thiel. 16-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Perrone to Kevin Barnes gave Waynesburg the lead. Then on the extra point, Thiel was penalized for being offside, so they decided to go for two, the Jackets did, instead of taking the one, and Ben Sierro ran the left side on a sweep for the two-point conversion to give Waynesburg the 29-24 lead. Ryan Radke, 2 touchdowns for the Tomcats in the first half on runs of 5 and 18 yards. And Ben Sierro, in addition to his 2-point conversion, has a 26-yard touchdown run for Waynesburg. The other touchdown for Waynesburg was a 17-yard pass from Tyler Perrone to Johnson, and the extra point was good to make the initial score 17-0 on his touchdown. Now, looking at some of the statistics for the first half, Ryan Radke, excellent half running the football, 8 attempts for 88 yards. That's 11 a carry. But Nick Barca has been pretty well bottled up by the Waynesburg defense. He's tried 5 rushes for only a gain of 9, a net of 6. In the passing department, Radke 11 of 16 for 232 and 1 touchdown, a long of 60 to Deshaun Bracey, who had a great first half. Bracey 5 catches, 155 yards, and his 60-yard touchdown. Alex Horvaditz and Rob Thompson each have 2 catches. On the Waynesburg side, Ben Sierro, the backup running back, has done some damage. 7 rushes, 45 yards. That's 6.3 a pop. Tyler Perrone, 14 of 26, passing, 1 interception, 214 yards through the air, and 2 touchdown passes. Johnson, 4 catches for 41. Mitch Kendra has really demonstrated his athleticism, 3 catches for 118 yards. Kevin Barnes, 3 catches for 41, including his 16-yard touchdown. So Don Aukenbaugh is back to join us.
I am.
Both teams are out loosening up. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. And what do you say we take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with the start of the second half. 29-24, Waynesburg over Thiel at halftime on News Talk 790 WPIC.
People you know, community people, community people.
With GSB Mobile from Greenville Savings Bank, you're going places. Take us with you. Enjoy access to your Greenville Savings Bank accounts anytime, anywhere. Mobile banking, online banking, and e-statements. Manage your personal finances in a way that fits your on-the-go lifestyle. Greenville Savings Bank, your hometown financial institution since 1911. Member FDIC.
Community people, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup for Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Number 6, it's the Meatball Sub. Number 8, it's the Tuna. Also starting for Lock, Stock, and Barrel, and part of the special teams, Philly Cheesesteak. Number 36 is a fan favorite. It's the Fried Chicken Breast Sub. And finally, the one and only number 22 at 15 inches and over 2 pounds of meat and cheese, the Italian Nightmare. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli and a PA lottery location as well. Dine in or carry out. It's Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 till 7.
I'm Brian Radikovich, running backs coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
Well, we're about ready to get the second half underway, Don Aukenbaugh. Thiel's down by 5, but they do get the football to start the third quarter. And I guess the simplest thing to say is Thiel's got to cut out the mistakes here and line up and play solid football on both sides of the ball, particularly on defense with the pass coverage. And they should be able to win this football game, but if they make the key mistakes and don't make big plays at the right time, they could very easily lose it.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda has always been a problem and for the Tomcats, and you're absolutely right. We'll see what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. You heard Coach talk in the pregame show about explosive plays, and boy, they've had a bunch of them here today. They had pass for 68 yards. They had a run for 26 yards. They've done everything. They had a punt return, just about everything you could do that you didn't want to do, and that's why the Tomcats find themselves on the short end of a stick, that it feels like it's a game they feel like they're dominating, even though they're losing by 5 points.
All right, Eugene Bailey is in the game to return this kickoff along with
John Green.
With Jaquan Hicks.
27.
They're back. That's John Green.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not 87. John Green and Mike Ryle approaches the football for Waynesburg, end over end, and here comes Bailey up to the 22, head of steam, 25-30. Oh, he lost the ball. Did he get it back at the 41? Boy, that would have been a terrible start, but thank goodness he was able to fall on it. Return to the 41-yard line. Thiel has pretty good field position, Don, 1st and 10.
A little bit of rust that time showing. Mr. Bailey's been out for a couple of weeks, and in his excitement, he was bursting through a hole and had a nice return going and dribbled the ball. Fortunately, it bounced right back up to him, so the Tomcats are setting up shop at their own 40.
Yeah, we've had a couple of fumbles here by Thiel in the football game, too, that have been costly. So turnovers, mistakes, that's why the Cats are down by 5. Let's see if they can rectify it now. Ryan Radke at the controls. He has Barca beside him. He's going to fake to Barca and keep 40, dances 45, and there's a flag. And are they going to get a hold on Horvitz down here on the sideline? Sure are.
Either that or Espinoza.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be a bad start here for Thiel. These are 2 2-5 football teams that are playing here tonight. And
they showed some of that 2 and 5 with the mistakes and the broken plays and stuff, but they also show where you see that both of these teams are heading in the right direction if they can just get through the youngster part of it.
But it's Thiel that is making the mistakes. There's no question about that. I think Thiel is definitely better physically. They have more athletes, but you can't make the mistakes. All right, in the gun, Radke, he's back. He's going to roll a little to the left and throw. Horvitz is down there, and the pass is deflected. The defender was riding him the whole way, but riding him in a good way, and that was a very good play by Brennan Sefcik, the defensive back from Cardinal Wuerl North Catholic, to break that up. And it's going to be 2nd down and 20 for Thiel.
He had a couple of those in the first half. He played a pretty good job. Now the Tomcats are going to put in some new wide receivers as those guys are both winded from the long run.
So, Radke lines them up at the 32. Hate to start out with a big penalty, and then it just takes you out of your game plan. He's going to fake it, and he's going to keep it and go airborne and maybe get 3 yards to the 35-yard line. And I'll tell you, right now, Waynesburg is feeling pretty good about itself. This defense has that line change, as you call it, Don, and these guys are coming off the field with some mojo here.
Yeah, they're up by 5. They've dodged a couple of big bullets, and they're still ahead, and they're actually playing the game that we thought the Tomcats would be playing here by this time.
Yep. All right, 3rd and 15 for Thiel. Radke in the gun. He's back. He's getting rushed, and he just unloads it, and Horvitz tries to make a diving catch at the 47, but didn't have a chance. So that was not a good series at all for Thiel, as right now Waynesburg is taking it to him. There's no other way to put it. They're leading by 5, and they're going to get the football back with a lot of momentum going into the locker room at halftime. Kleckner is going to punt the ball from his 20, and Barnes is back to receive for Waynesburg, standing at his 30. He steps up, and he gets a pretty good high kick away. Fair catch made at the 29-yard line, where Waynesburg will have it 1st and 10.
Well, we'll see what kind of adjustments the Tomcat defensive staff has made, see if we can maybe do something to slow down this, what has up until this point this season has been, which no other word you can call it, a pedestrian offense of Waynesburg, but to have come to life tonight, whether it's the trick and treat or whatever, but the Tomcats are need to dial it up a little bit and have somebody step up and make a play, and we got some changes on the defensive line, and maybe we'll get some pressure.
And I have some good news for you, Mr. Rockenbaugh. Mid-second, Indians 2, and the hated Chicago Cubs 1, if you're an Indian fan.
Indian fever.
Corey Kluber had a hit and scored the run. So take that.
Poor Joe Buck will be suffering.
Oh, poor Joe. I feel sorry for him. His dad would be disappointed in him. You know that? Here's the quick pass by the quarterback, and there's a good gain. Is that Sierra running with that football?
Thompson, the kid has been catching it.
Okay, he made the catch at about the 33 and takes it up to the 37.5-yard line for 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
Not doing anything fancy, just running that little flanker screen out there. They're getting a block on one or two of the Tomcat helmets, and then they're breaking a tackle or two, and next thing you know, they're down the field 9 yards.
Quarterback Tyler Perrone, he's gone the whole way. And Perrone gives it this time, and it's Sierra, and there he goes, 50-45. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, Thiel better get this thing together in a hurry, or it's going to get out of control. He takes it down to the 43-yard line of Thiel.
Boy, he gets ahead of steam going.
He
He's kind
does.
of low to the ground and compact, and he's kind of hard to get your pads lower than his. And he runs over a couple of people. Next thing you know, he's 15 yards down the field.
Okay, 1st and 10 at the 43 of Thiel. And they give Sierra a blow. And they're going to fake, and they're going to throw it down the field. And feet get tangled up, and it's caught. It's caught near the sidelines. My goodness.
Thompson,
the recipient of that catch.
They flooded the zone that time. One guy ran a post batter, and the other guy stopped right by the sidelines. Both Tomcat defenders went on the post, left the guy on the sideline, Thompson, wide open. Big play for the Jello Jackets, and now the Tomcat defense really needs to strap it on and dig
They are
deep.
really, they're really under the gun now. They're down on the 12-yard line. Waynesburg on the Thiel 12, 1st and 10, leading by 7. Here is the give to the halfback, and running out of bounds and tumbling out of bounds is Whitney White. And he's pushed out by J.J. Johnson and Ty Bynum, but he got inside the 10 down to about the 7.
Just running a power sweep that time. They got some speed, got to the corner before the Tomcats could pin him out of bounds, picked up 5 yards.
Well, this defense somehow has to respond here.
Somebody needs to step up and make a play. We saw a couple of times in the first half where they did. Now they really need to make a play and see if they can hold them to a field goal at least.
Perrone shifts people all over the place. Perrone is going to give to his tailback, and that's the young man earlier. Boy, is he running with abandon.
Whitney White.
Whitney White is inside the 5 down to about the 2. Whitney White is just a little kid, 180 pounds, and he's carrying guys with him.
Looks like they haven't marked it as a first down. Going to measure it.
Chris Shortley, a running back, is now in. And he's a 200-pounder, so we'll see here.
Going to measure.
They're going to measure to see if it's a first down. It might well be.
Sure looks like it is.
Yeah, I think it might well be.
Or they're talking about something. Maybe they're not going to measure. Move back. Oh, yeah, they're going to measure.
They're coming out.
That's something you don't see very much anymore on these artificial turfs. But referee Thorne's an old-school kind of guy from Mercer, right? So we'll measure it like we used to do in the old days.
All right, they stretch it out, and it is a 1st and goal.
By the length of the football.
For Waynesburg at the Thiel 2-yard line. The end of the first half was about as bad as it could be for Thiel, and the start of the third quarter is about as bad as it could be for Thiel also.
Yeah, the Goblins have come out of the graveyard. And
the graveyard is
right
not, I'll tell you, dead men walking all over the place. Perrone pitches, touchdown. Whitney White, left side. Nobody touched him. Waynesburg, 35, Thiel, 24. Ryle will try the extra point. The snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It's all Waynesburg right now. Yellow Jackets 36, Thiel 24 on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Matt Arshenkoff, Special Teams Coordinator and Defensive Backs Coach. Follow the Thiel Tomcats right here on News Talk 790 WPIC.
The kickoff by Waynesburg is taken by Eugene Bailey, and the freshman from Valley High School brings it up to the 35-yard line where the Tomcats will take over. 1st and 10 following Whitney White's 2-yard touchdown run and the extra point. 36-24. This was a 21-21 ball game, Dawn, but it's now 36-24. Somehow the Cats have got to get some momentum back. Right now they don't have any mojo at all on their end. Radke in the gun. Radke going to give it to Barca, and Barca is going to get maybe a yard.
Not much. It's been tough sledding up the middle.
There is no movement in the middle at all, except by the Waynesburg front four.
If you remember last week, he had most of his success off tackle rather than up the middle. And
yes, he did.
Apparently, they're pinning it down, trying to force the Tomcats to go up the middle where there's a lot more white jerseys. So
it's 2nd and 9 for Thiel. 3 wides in the ball game. This time they're going to give it to Barca on the outside, and he gets a hole and gets the first down. That's where he needs to be, across the 45 to the 47. So he gets about 11 yards on the play, Dawn.
Yeah, that was
that's a much-needed first down for Thiel.
Nice job that time by Ryan Radke to give him the ball. He read the option that time, gave him the ball, and like we said, he gets out on the edge. Nick Barker is a much better running back than he is between the guards.
All right, Cats line up with 3 wides again from their own 47-yard line. And the give is the fake to Barca, and they're going to throw it down the field. And the ball's caught out there by Bracey. And Bracey is inside the 15 and down to about the 13-yard line. Bracey has that all night. He can beat that corner like a rented mule.
Like a rented mule. I still don't understand why you'd want to beat a rented mule, but
I don't know either. But
it's gotten Mike Lang a lot of money in the days, right?
Yeah, it's
Anyway, Tomcats did a nice job. Nice play fake that by that time. Everyone came after Barca. Ryan threw that off his back foot, but Bracey just does such a nice job. He's a really big-time receiver right now.
Now the Cats need to finish this drive and get back in this ball game a little bit more. Ball's down on the 13-yard line, and here's the give to Barca. Barca, 5, touchdown. That'll get it done. Nick Barca comes alive when you get him outside. And the Cats at the 9:15 mark of the third period are within 36-30.
Nice job, Nick Barca. Nice job, Manny Espinoza, Gary Heiner, and the company up front. They put a hole in that you and I could have probably run through, and he just did it. After 3 touchdowns last week, he picks up his first one tonight.
The Cats are physically superior, I think, when they put their minds to it here. Low snap, and it's going to be picked up, and Radke's going to throw it, throwing it to the tight end, but it's going to be no good. The extra point's no good. The snap was low, it was fumbled, and Radke couldn't get it back down, so he had to try to make something out of nothing. Roland couldn't get it in. Extra point no good, but Thiel's within 6. 36-30 Waynesburg on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Greenville Orthopedic Association, and Doctors John Scullin and Stuart Anderson, specializing in the treatment of sports medicine, total joint surgery, and arthroscopic surgery. Call 800-245-8100 to make an appointment. And Greenville Moose Family Center, Lodge number 276, fun and fellowship for everyone. Log on to lodge276.mooseunits.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Matt Arshenkoff, Special Teams Coordinator and Defensive Backs Coach. Follow the Thiel Tomcats right here on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Well, the Cats are back in it a bit here. 12-yard run by Nick Barca. Extra point try, no good. Set up by a 55-yard pass to Deshaun Bracey from quarterback Ryan Radke. 36-30 Waynesburg. Here comes the kick. The Yellow Jackets return it 30 and out to about the 35-yard line.
Tomcats need to get an answer from Mr. Thompson, number 6. He's the guy that's really been hurting them on kickoffs, on those little bubble screen type things, and really need to get a helmet on him. And I know he's only 130-some pounds, but we need to stop having sympathy for him and start putting him on the ground.
That's exactly right. Kevin Barnes returned that kick up to the 32. Now, the Cats, as you say, have got to come up with a defensive stand here. And it looks like they've made some changes out there on defense. We see Shane Russell is now in on the nose.
Trying to get some fresh legs, I think.
All right, here's the snap, and here's the swing, and it's caught by the wide receiver, and that's Tim Cooper. And Cooper is across the 39 to the 40-yard line. He gets 8 yards on that play.
That's that same little flanker screen that they're running. They get a wide receiver out there to block, and the Tomcats haven't had an answer for it all night long. And until they do, they're going to keep running it.
Well, and you give these good coaches in this conference an opportunity to keep coming back to the well, and they're going to do it until you stop it. All right, here's the snap, and here's the give, and there comes your tailback again, Whitney White, across the 45 to the 47. Huge gobs of yardage for this back. And this team has no rusher that has over 119 yards for the year. In 7 games, they're going to have maybe, never know, maybe 2 guys with over 100 tonight.
Got one with 63. As a team, they've rushed for... Let me find it. Oh, only 75 yards so far.
First and 10, and the snap is low, and here comes the pass down the field. It's caught inside the 30, running down inside the 20, carrying tacklers inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you what, Waynesburg wants this football game. Kevin Barnes, Jr., 215 pounds, looked like Mike Ditka running in the open field, taking 7 Thiel tacklers, 15 yards. Unbelievable. Down to the 10-yard line, first and goal. And here comes Waynesburg again. Where's Sierra? He's in there. Here's the pass down the middle. He had a wide-open receiver that was over his head. Boy, oh, boy, somebody blew. I'll tell you, nobody's covering out there for Thiel right now.
Josh Biernacki that time was wide open, and or I guess it was Alex Watts was wide open. These double numbers are killing me.
Yeah, they are awful.
And wide open, blown coverage, fortunately, that made a young quarterback mistake and overthrew him.
Tyler Perrone has gone the whole way. It's second down and goal at the 10.
No reason to change him right now. He's having a big night.
No reason to change anything, I'll tell you. Sierra is in there beside the quarterback. The snap is low. He picks it up and throws, and there's a flag, and are they going to call a penalty on Thiel? Or what?
A lot of contact down there.
There's a lot of contact. I don't know. I think maybe Joe Sarator might be the guilty party. Let's wait and see.
Got there a little early, perhaps?
Could be. You can tell that Thiel is completely frustrated out there.
Boy, you make a nice play on defense, and you get the penalty, and it would have set up a third and goal at the 10. Now it's going to be holding. Now it's going to be first and goal at the 5. That's a demoralizer.
36-30, Waynesburg. I'd like to see their scores. I'll bet they haven't scored over 20 in a game all year.
No, they haven't.
They haven't scored over 20 points in a game all year, and we have 7:13 to go third quarter, and they have 36 in this ball game. All right, Perone. Going to fake, going to throw, and again he had a wide-open receiver, but he couldn't get to it. The big tight end, the same tight end as earlier. That was Watts.
Yeah. We'll take it right now, though.
Third down.
What we'd like to see right now is maybe a tip pass up in the air.
Down. Second down, goal at the 5.
Got to get some pressure on this kid. Got another new running back in there. There's a new quarterback.
Had a new quarterback.
Number 17.
17, Aaron Jenkins. Aaron Jenkins going to roll to the left.
Nice, thank you. We'll take it.
Hey, he tripped over the yard line.
The soccer.
Yeah, the soccer line got him, and he fell down.
Got him. He fell down.
He fell down at the 13-yard line.
Loss of about 8 yards. Yeah, he just had his one shot. He's coming off the field now.
So I don't understand that. Put in a new
I think
quarterback.
He's the running quarterback. He took off. That was going to be a quarterback sweep.
He didn't look like much of a runner there.
He kind of tripped over his own feet that time. Sets up a big third down and 13. Tomcats need to get a rush here.
They got a bit of a break there, Dawn.
Yes,
now they need to take advantage of it.
Got to shut him down.
Perone is back in at quarterback, and he has 4 wides. The question is, can we cover? The snap is low. There's a little pressure. He's going to the end zone, but way over the head of the receiver in the left corner of the end zone.
Tell you what, this is a win for the Tomcat defense. First and goal at the 5 to set up a field goal that's going to be, 30 yards?
Well, let's see. They're going to put the ball down on the 13. So he's going to try a 30-yard field goal.
Yeah.
It's the Reynolds product who's going to try it. Freshman Mike Ryle. 30-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up. The kick is... This kid's having a heck of a night near his hometown and transfer. It's good. It is 39-30 Waynesburg over Thiel on 790 WPIC.
When it comes to transferring your prescriptions, no one makes it easier on you than the medicine shop. Just bring your current prescription bottle into your local medicine shop or give us a call and we'll do the rest. It's that easy. Plus, your caring medicine shop pharmacist is always on hand to answer your healthcare questions or concerns. So stop in today. We will not only make transferring your prescriptions quick and easy, but will also provide you with the utmost and personal attention and caring service.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, South Main Street, Greenville, East State Street, and Hermitage. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescriptions.
I'm Devontae Sims, cornerbacks coach of the Tomcats. You're listening to Thiel Tomcat Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
A 30-yard field goal by Mike Ryle has extended Waynesburg's lead to 39-30 over Thiel at the 6:17 mark. Ryle's kickoff is going to come down to Bailey at the 12. He's at the 20, 25-30. He's up across the 35 to the 37-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Thiel Tomcats, trailing by 9 in this football game. Frankie Lindor singles to right center. Jason Kipnis on the base pass again scores. It's the Tribe 3. The Chicago Cubs won in Game 4 of the World Series. Tribe up 2-1. Dawn and I are loving it. Unabashedly, we're loving it.
Scored 3 runs for Corey Kluber. He's 13-0 or something like that.
All right. Thiel needs to get some scores here, too. Down by 9. Ryan Radke is in the gun. And he's going to run to the left and find a hole at the 40, the 45. Trying to get away and going to fall to the 46-yard line. And I think he's a yard shy of the first down, Dawn, setting up 2nd and 1.
Yellow Jackets came on a full blitz that time. He waited for the blitz to go by. Nice job by his offensive line to push it by, and then he went right where the blitz came from, picked up 9 yards. Tomcat offense. I don't think Waynesburg can stop us any more than we can stop them right now.
All right, Radke in the gun. Going to fake, Going to throw. Ooh. Oh, Zinsmeister had the first down and dropped the football.
Yeah, that's a tough pass for a tight end.
It was a low pass.
Had to come back around.
Yeah, and he couldn't pull it in. So nothing that's too harmful. It's 3rd and 1. Now the question is, can the Cats run between the tackles and get a first down here?
I think what they'll want to do is maybe get on the edge with the read option, let Barca take the ball for the first down, or Ryan pull it back and see what he can do.
Well, I think either one, yeah. Put the ball in Ryan's hands here. 3rd and 1. Radke going to fake. He's going to keep. And is he going to get that? He's short of that first down. By golly, he is. He is stopped a half-yard shy by the looks of it at about the 46-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Good big call for the Tomcats. Looks like they're going to punt it away.
They're going to punt it away. Oh, boy. Well, I guess you have to, Don.
Well, the book says you have to.
The only thing is the way your defense is playing. It's.
I was just going to say the other chapter in the book is you kick it away when you're pretty sure you can stop them.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Kleckner is going to kick it, and he gets an end over end that's going to bounce, and it's going to roll inside the 10.
Fumble, Tomcat. Ooh, didn't get it.
No, they didn't get it.
Good job,
Barnes lost the handle and recovered the handle down at the 9-yard line.
Zach Horner almost came up with the play of the day for the Cats, but they got it back. But it sets Waynesburg way in the hole. So maybe the punt was a good idea if we can pin them down back here somehow.
Well, they've had their opportunities to pin people down all day, and it just hasn't happened.
This is where they were on the field when we got the interception. So maybe we'll, when they're in the shadows of the goalpost, maybe they tighten up a little bit. We'll see.
The Waynesburg offense has definitely gained confidence as this game is worn on. You can see that. And they've gone back to Tyler Perrone at quarterback. And Whitney White's beside him. Here's the swing, and the Cats make a nice play there. Who was that? Sarator came flying up.
Nice job. Oh, now we got a penalty. What do we do here?
Well, this surely can't be on Thiel.
I think it might be.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I think Trey Andrews may have said something he shouldn't have said. Guys, you're losing by 9. There's no reason to talk.
Who'd he talk to?
Must have been somebody on the bench. Tomcats are moving back. Oh. Okay. Going to call it on both. That's good. We'll take that one.
So
we're lucky, though. But you know what, guys? You got to play smarter football.
Yeah, you have. First of all,
you got them pinned in a hole.
The way your defense is played tonight, you don't have any room to talk. You have no room to talk at all. You better start playing before you can talk.
You got them pinned back. You don't want to let them get away, and that could have very easily been a 15-yarder against the Cats.
So the ball's back on the 8-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. So Thiel will gladly take it. Perrone in the gun. There's Sierra back there with him, too. And he's going to hand it to Sierra, and he gets a couple of yards up to about the 10. And he'll actually get the one back that he lost. They lost earlier, and maybe a half of an extra yard. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Jake Elk on the stop that time did a nice job. Scraped off from his linebacker position, made a stop for only a couple of yard gain.
And now you know Perrone is going to throw it, and I doubt that he's going to be too risky here in what he does.
Got to shut him down.
Yes, you do.
We don't have any.
Okay, third down.
Night.
3rd down and 9. There's Perrone back. They're coming after him, and he throws it away. Did he catch that ball? Are they going to call that a catch?
Going to call it a catch.
They're going to call that a catch.
Still going to be short of the first down.
It's going to be short at the 20.
Nice job by Jake Elk and Matt Crawford that time, getting pressure on him.
Short?
Yeah.
You are right, Mr. Rockenbach.
I watched the referee on the other side of the field.
4th and 1. Well, you're watching the right person. 4th down and 1. Well, boy,
we'll take it.
We don't have a replay, but yeah, we'll take that. And so their punter is in the football game, Jonathan Hager, standing back at the 3-yard line and kicking away.
One.
And Alex Horvitz is deep. He takes his time and gets a beauty away. Horvitz at the 50, is now down to the 45 where he's pounced on very quickly. So the Cats, trailing by 9, 39-30, have it on the good side of the field at the Waynesburg 45.
2:45 left in the third period. Lots of time left for the Tomcats. Now we set up shop at the Waynesburg 45. We got to get down and get a touchdown, get a little bit, just peek a little bit closer here in the graveyard, if we will.
All right, Thiel runs to the line of scrimmage. They haven't made many changes in their offensive lineup tonight. Barca remains in at tailback beside Radke. Zinsmeister motions right to left, and Radke's going to roll left, going to throw in a run, and he's got his receiver. And, boy, Ryan is very accurate throwing on the run tonight, Don.
Very nice job.
And he got that ball to Deshaun Bracey, who's just having a huge game out there.
He's up over 200 yards receiving now, and Ryan's well over 300 yards passing.
That's a first down at the 35 of Waynesburg.
If you're going to have become the all-time passing leader in Thiel College history, you may as well throw for over 300 yards to do it.
That's for sure.
It's going to take about 400 to win this game, though.
All right, Radke is going to give it to Barca, and Barca has a hole, and Barca gets a few yards down to about the 32-yard line.
Starting to get a little push by our offensive line, starting to move the ball a little bit. It's a good sign. 2 minutes left in the third quarter, trailing by 9. Still plenty of time for the Tomcats to get back in this thing.
Horvitz is leaving the lineup, and let's see what's going on. Guys are coming in and out. Here comes Fitzpatrick now. Where's Jaquan Hicks going?
A little confusion.
Come on, you can't burn a timeout here, guys. 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Let's get lined up.
Let's make sure we have the right play.
Boy, they got the wrong receivers out there, it kind of looks like. But all right, Radke's back. He's going to release it, and he's going to be incomplete on that, as intended for Fitzpatrick over his head at the 30-yard line. So it's going to be a third down play. That
play was kind of screwed up from the start.
Yep, didn't look good with people coming and going like a Chinese fire drill.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 7, and Thiel's got to get a score on this series as we're down to 1:28 in the third quarter. Thiel down by 9. Radke with 4 wides. Rolls left, gonna run. He's at the 30, 25, leaps over a guy. How about that guy? Leaped over somebody at the 23 and ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Bionic Man does it again.
No, you missed your cartoon character, your superhero. That was Superman. He was leaping buildings with a single bound.
Yes, he was.
He went over him. He got, take that number 13 jersey off, and you're going to see an S on that shirt. That kid is just unbelievable.
He sure is.
He is just so much fun to watch. He'd be fun to watch if you're on the other team.
That's for sure. All right, 1st and 10 at the 23 of Waynesburg.
We're glad
Big
it's not.
Play. Here's Barca. Barca has a hole. He gets loose inside the 15 and going to be ridden down at about the 13-yard line. Boy, you get Barca on the edge.
Get him on the edge.
He gets 11 there, and he has another first down.
Good job, Tomcat O. Now we're inside. They're getting moving. 44 seconds on a moving clock. See if we can get a playoff.
4 minutes, or rather 40 seconds. Now we're down to 34 seconds. Cats line up here in the third quarter with a 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Radke going to keep. Radke going to run. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he's in for a touchdown. Ryan Radke does it again.
Touchdown number 3.
The 3rd touchdown for the Jet at quarterback. Ryan Radke. It's now 39-36. Now, do you kick or go for 2?
Looks like they're going to kick.
Rosales is in.
But you got to make sure you get the snap.
Yes. Radke is the holder. Now, let's get all the parts to work here. Snap is high. It's down. It's up. It's good. They get the extra point. It is now Waynesburg 39, Thiel 37. Don't go anywhere. This is a wild one. We'll be back on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous sponsors of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. TDA, Venn Design Architecture, proud to provide architectural and design services for Thiel College. Log on to vendesign.com. And McElhinney Brothers, Inc., general contractors, providing premier residential and commercial remodeling in Grove City, Hermitage, and Greenville. Call 724-638-7056 to discuss custom renovations. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Jeff Stevens, defensive line coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football. News Talk 790 WPIC.
All right, here's the kickoff, and Barnes takes it across the 30 to the 32. And again, Milne on special teams makes that play. Ryan Radke's 13-yard touchdown run, extra point by Rosales, and Thiel's right there, trailing by 2 with 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Ryan told me before the game he wanted to get 150 yards rushing tonight. He's at 124 after 3 quarters. Let's see if we can maybe get to 200 tonight and get the Tomcats a big win.
And Nick Barca's up to 46 yards on 10 carries.
He is.
And Deshaun Bracey, 7 catches, 206 yards in this football game.
Not a bad night.
All right, 1st and 10 now for the Waynesburg
that was my career
offense. Tyler Perrone. The snap is low. He gets rid of it, and here running with a football for a first down, I believe, is the receiver Kevin Barnes. This kid is really hurting Thiel. First down to the 43-yard line.
Jordan Smith on a stop for the Tomcats that time, but boy, again, you had a bad snap. The ball rolled away from the quarterback, and it's almost like everybody just took a deep breath, and that's the end of the quarter here.
It's the end of the quarter, 39-37 Waynesburg over Thiel. The fourth is coming up. Don't go away on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcats football and Thiel College athletics. The Greens of Greenville. Log on to greensofgreenville.com. Ilsco Extrusions, one of the industry's most efficient aluminum extrusion mills, and proud to support Thiel College. Log on to ilscoextrusions.com for more information. And the Thiel College Blue Gold Club, proudly serving the Thiel College athletic programs since 1990. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
This is Daryl Satterfield, quarterback's coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
Hugh Ringer and Don Achenbaugh back ready to start the fourth quarter. Thiel trailing 39-37. And when play resumes, Waynesburg has the ball on their own 43-yard line with a 1st and 10. And, Dawn, it's going to be whoever makes the big plays in this fourth quarter going to win the football game.
Who has the ball last may win.
Who has the ball last may win, yes. But I'll tell you right now, the defenses are struggling. Here's Perrone going to throw it down the field. Got a guy open, and he made the catch. My goodness, down to the 32-yard line. Barnes, who's doing everything. There's nobody who can cover that kid. So it's 1st and 10 at the Thiel 32-yard line.
Not much you can say. It was just it was a good catch. He went up in the air. There were guys there. They just weren't in a position to knock the ball down.
He's almost at 100 yards, probably is over 100 yards now. But the kid is getting so much success getting so open, you're giving him all the confidence in the world. Now here comes the running back, and he's making big yardage inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line, Whitney White.
And that's what happens when you can throw the ball down the field. It loosens up. We talk about this all the time with our own offense, that if we can throw the ball a little bit, then it opens up the running lanes, and now the Tomcat defense is back on their heels yet again.
White and Sierro have been amazing in this game for Waynesburg. And White is in there right now with the quarterback in the backfield, Tyler Perrone. Perrone takes the snap, gives it to White, sweep left, gets the corner, gets around the corner, inside the 5, and out of bounds.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, Waynesburg. You know, this game reminds me of the old American Football League in the 1960s.
Where nobody played defense.
Where nobody plays any defense.
First and goal at the 6.
(39-37) Waynesburg. Perone has him in tight this time, and he is going to give the football to the running back White, and White is going to be run out of bounds inside the 5 at the 3. Yeah, Lloyd Meeks came over from his cornerback spot to run him out. They did a pretty fair job on that play.
I'll tell you what was nice about that play was, first of all, he had this incredible speed to close. More importantly, when he got there, he had the size to drag him out of bounds. We've seen so many times over the years where a cornerback will get there and then get ridden into the end zone on the running back. But that time he had the size and the athleticism to, A, get there, and B, push him out of bounds for a gain of 3.
So it's second down and goal at the 3, and you want to know what? Ben Sierra is in the game. So mark it down, folks. Ben Sierra will get this football.
No,
My gosh, he didn't. They're going to throw, and it's incomplete.
Just about picked off, too.
Yep, they tried to throw to the tight end, and not making that catch over there was Alec Watts.
Yeah, it was number 20, fullback Jake DeGulio at 225, but he's only 5'8".
What do we have? A timeout called by Waynesburg. We'll take a time on 790 WPIC.
Pain Spine Aesthetic and Wellness Center at Linden Point is the region's most advanced and innovative pain center. Dr. Razak is highly experienced and a well-trained anesthesiologist and interventional pain specialist. Dr. Razak and his staff help form a plan based on your individual needs. The office utilizes a comprehensive approach, like physical therapy, psychotherapy, and an interventional approach to treat your chronic pain. Remember to ask your physician to refer you to the region's most advanced pain treatment center. For appointment, please call 724-308-7401.
I'm Dan Bloom, head coach of the Tomcats, and you're listening to Thiel Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
13:01 remaining in this wild ball game. If you like offense,
it's what you'd expect on trick-or-treat night, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Wouldn't want to be any one of these defensive players come films on Monday.
Oh, my. It's going to be X-rated. Woo. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 3. Perone in an empty set.
Got to shut him down, guys.
He could run, but he's probably going to throw. He fumbles the snap, and he throws in the end zone, incomplete.
Nice job.
He did not get it into the back of the end zone. The Cats had plenty of coverage there.
Nice job by Justin Johnson that time, getting pressure on him, too. It was a bad snap, and he had to roll away, and Johnson pushed and pushed and pushed, caused the ball to go up almost to the end, up to the goalpost.
Now, they're sending the field goal unit out.
It looks like.
The big boys are coming out. And Ryle,
the bigger boys are going in.
Yeah, some big. Look at those.
70,
look at those behemoths.
77. If he has a couple more bagels, he's going to need a 3rd number.
Yes,
717. It's almost an area code.
All right, Mike Ryle from the 10, a 20-yard field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good. He's had a great night, the Reynolds product.
We'll take it.
It is now 42-37 in favor of Waynesburg on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Brian Radikovich, running backs coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
All right, the 20-yard field goal by Mike Ryle has extended Waynesburg's lead to 42-37. But now the Cats are going to get the ball back, and, of course, with a touchdown, they could take the lead. Ryle will kick off.
Need to get a nice return here. Who we got back there? Looks like Green.
Well, it looks like
Bracey,
Bailey.
maybe?
I think it's
Or
Bailey. Bailey in green, and it's going to come to Bailey, who hits the knee with it, picks it up, crosses the 20. Now he's going to get outside.
Got a wall.
He's at the 30, the 40, the 45, the 50, and run out of bounds. And he was knocked down 2 yards out of bounds. Where's the flag? 2 yards out of bounds. The guy knocked him out right down below.
Unbelievable.
And they did not flag him. What is going on here? That's the way you get a player hurt. And he's just coming off the injured list. Well, we'll take the return to the 44 of Waynesburg.
Nice
but
return,
there should
though.
be 15 more yards.
Nice return by the...
Beautiful job by Bailey. I'll tell you, the kid has really looked good in the second half, returning kickoffs.
Unfortunately, he's had a lot of practice in the second half.
Yes, he has. All right, the Cats line up with 3 wides and an H-back for Ryan Radke. Man in motion, Hicks. And he's back, and he's going to air it out, and there's B. Bracey. He's got it. He's got a touchdown. Bracey has been beating that guy all night. Beautiful. What was that?
46.
46 yards. Radke to Bracey. He had 2 steps on that corner. And the Tomcats have taken a 43-42 lead with 12:36 remaining in the ball game.
Bracey's closing in on 300 yards receiving tonight.
And I guarantee you we're not finished with the scoring in this game.
Here's the thing, though. Who's the offensive player of the game? The guy who's throwing for 500 yards or the guy who's catching 300 yards?
Well, how about both of them?
Looks like Tomcats are going for 2.
I'll tell you, I know who we're going to talk to if the Tomcats win this game.
Well, then get them
They're
ready
going to
because
go
we're going to
for
win
it.
it.
Radke is going to line up here in the gun. He's back. He's going to throw it for the corner. No good. And that time, was that Bailey over there?
Yeah.
Bailey was trying to reach around the defender. Defender had great coverage. Time out on the field. It is Thiel 43 and Waynesburg 42 on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Anderson Coach and Travel, proud to be the transportation provider for the Thiel Tomcats. Call 1-800-345-3435 or log on to goanderson.com. And the ComDoc DocuCenter, located on the ground floor of Harder Hall on the Thiel College campus. The ComDoc DocuCenter is a full-service printer and open to the public. Call 724-589-2267 or log on to DocuCenter at thiel.edu. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details on Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Matt Arshenkoff, Special Teams Coordinator and Defensive Backs Coach. Follow the Thiel Tomcats right here on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Thompson,
rather, right?
Thompson with the football. He fumbles the ball. And, there's going to be a penalty on Thiel. They took him down by the collar, didn't they? A horse collar.
Did.
Yeah, the
Johnson.
Tomcat tackled him at the 10-yard line.
Had him pinned down.
Who was it?
Johnson.
Johnson at the 10-yard line and grabbed him and horse collared him. So instead of the ball being at the 10 or the 11, it's going to be up the field a bit. But they still have him in a bit of a hole here, Don.
Okay, what do we got here? Brandon Chambers had 283 yards receiving against Bluffton, and I was there in September of 2003. Deshaun Bracey right now is at 250, so he's 33 yards away from the all-time leading record. And I think he's going to get it. But, boy, this is a big one. We had him inside the 10. Now they're going to take it out to the 27.
27. Yep. Well, they're still not too bad off.
No, I mean, it's you had him pinned back. And
46-yard touchdown pass to freshman Deshaun Bracey.
Ryan Radke has 327 yards passing, 250 of it to Deshaun Bracey, who, again, is only 33 yards away from the all-time single-game record for the Tomcats.
Okay, Perrone is going to give it off to White, and here he comes. And he's going to be stopped after a short gain there. Whitney White. Well, a short gain for him is 8 yards, and that's what he got up to the 35-yard line.
They're running that sweep, so it doesn't look like they're getting a whole lot, but the whole line's moving down the field, so now we're setting up second, and Tomcat defense need to really step in and make a play. We can't let these guys score again.
White and Sierra run very hard. There's no doubt about it.
Sierra's in there now.
Sierra's in there now. Here's the snap, play fake, Verona's back. They have a chance to sack him, but they can't. But the pass is incomplete. Barnes was going for the football, and Lloyd Meeks was covering him and was diving, trying to knock the ball away, but it's incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd and 2 now.
Justin Johnson was on the pressure that time, and they undressed him. They had his jersey just about halfway off right in front of everybody, and no flag. The referees have swallowed the whistle, as they used to say in basketball, right?
3rd and 2 at the 35 for Waynesburg. Tim Cooper goes wide to the right, and, of course, also out there, the ever-dangerous Kevin Barnes. They're probably going to come to him. Here's the fake, the give to Sierra, and they're going to stop him. My goodness, they stopped Sierra for a loss.
And let's go Matt Crawford along with
Ty Bynum.
Randy Groves, Ty Bynum. It was a team picture right there. Nice job. Going to force a punt. Tomcat advantage, Tomcats.
Boy, I'll tell you, one stop there can mean an awful lot.
That can break it, especially if we can convert it into points like we've been doing.
All right, so in to do the punting, of course, is Jonathan Hager. And Alex Horvatitz back to the 35-yard line. The snap, and he gets it away, and he booms it. Boy, did he boom that. Going to bounce at the 30. Look at that bounce inside the 10-yard line to the 5-yard line. Can you believe that punt? He's living right.
About a 68-yard punt.
Oh, my goodness.
And there was no way Alex could fair catch it because it wasn't high enough to fair catch. And
well, I was almost ready to say, isn't he up too close?
Well, but it bounced. I mean, it bounced right where he was. It wasn't high enough to catch. And so he let it go by him, and who knew
and
it was going to roll.
Was off to his right.
So it just means we'll have a 95-yard drive for a touchdown.
Well, let's hope so.
Or a 95-yard pass to Bracey.
11 minutes remaining in this one.
I think the Tomcats are going to get the Rookie of the Week again this week.
Radke has his feet on the goal line to take the long snap. He's going to give it, he's going to keep it, and he's going to get outside the 10 to the 11, and again he's dragged down out of bounds, but I guess that's okay. He's up to the 11.
I'll tell you what.
He gets you out of a hole.
They're patting each other in the head. I don't know how you do
He got 7 yards on the play, too.
Yes, he did. They're just having fun. This is like watching two kids play in the backyard.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like a backyard game.
Backyard football game.
Where you don't even think about defense. In fact, you say to each other, what's that?
Most of these head coaches are defensive experts. They're thinking about defense.
All right, here comes our runner, Nick Barca, and he has a head of steam.
I'll tell you what.
Across the 20-yard line.
What made that play was a sweep outside. What made that play was the handoff. The defensive end went with Radke because he's so used to him pulling that ball back.
Yep.
He flinched and went inside, and that gave Barca enough time to get outside and get the first down up to the 20-yard line. Good job, Tomcats.
2 good plays by the Tomcats to get themselves out of the shadow of their own goal line.
A nice long drive ending in a touchdown.
And a mistake-free drive, Don. That's going to be the key.
Eat up some clock and get in the end zone.
You're inside the 10-minute mark, leading by 1. Radke takes the snap, throws to the left. He's got his man, Jaquan Hicks, and Hicks is out to the 29-yard line for 9 yards.
You get that young man in space, and there's nobody out, and nobody in the league is going to tackle him one-on-one, and that took 3 guys to bring him down. Sets up second and very makeable. This is one where you may want to try that long bomb to Bracey because you can come back and pick up the first down if you need to.
Jaquan's been kind of a quiet man tonight, but I think it's because of Bracey.
Well, yeah, and there's not a whole lot of footballs to go around when he's going to catch 300 yards worth.
All right, 2nd and 1 at the 29 for Thiel. Radke gives it off to Barca. Barca's got the first down across the 30 to the 33. Move those chains. The Cats eating up that clock. Just what you want to do.
Coming up under 9 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Tomcats lead 43-42, and they're driving from their own 5-yard line all the way out to the 33 so far. 1st and 10 Cats.
And they're taking their time. In fact, Radke's looking over to the bench for some signals as to what they want to do here.
Yellow Jackets defense is getting a little winded out there.
John Green is now in at tailback for Thiel. Snap to Radke. He's going to roll to the left, get a block from Green. Got to get rid of the ball, and he did. But it's dropped out here by Ryan Rowland at the 50. He was going down low to try to get it.
Yeah,
he had it in his mitts, but couldn't quite pull it in.
Tough catch. He had to go down. He was running parallel to the line of scrimmage, and he had to go down a little bit. And when he reached down, he kind of lost his balance. And once you do that, it's kind of tough to hang on to the ball.
In the World Series, it's bottom of the fourth inning. The Indians lead the Cubs in Wrigley 3-1. Clock stopped at 8:35. Radke with 3 wides. He's going to call his own number, and he's going to go to the 35, the 40, the 50, and down to about the 41-yard line of Waynesburg. He said, just put it in my hands.
Great job by Ryan reading the fact they came with a safety blitz. He had about a 10-yard head start. The only thing that forgot to do was tackle Ryan Radke because they sort of high-fived each other as they went by. Ryan picked up about 20 yards that time. He's closing in on 200 yards rushing and 400 yards passing.
Oh, my
and
heavens.
if he's not the PAC Player of the Week, Bracey will be.
This is unbelievable. The ball's on the 43, they say. He ran out of bounds at the 43 of Waynesburg. Radke is back. He looks. He's going to throw. He's got Bailey. Bailey's
there
got
it is.
And Bailey's in for a touchdown. How about that? Boy, these young receivers are toasting these cornerbacks. These guys are toasted raw, no doubt about it. Eugene Bailey, the freshman wide receiver, 6'2", from Valley High School in New Kensington. He and Deshaun Bracey
and the
from
ball
Kiski High School in
ball
Vandergrift
right
are
on the
doing
money.
it.
This is the best I've ever seen Ryan Radke throw.
Ryan Radke has Tom Brady accuracy tonight. Here's Rosales' kick.
We'll take it.
It couldn't be better. The Cats are looking good at this moment. They now have an 8-point lead. Thiel 50. Waynesburg 42. 7:57 left. We'll be back on 790 WPIC.
Looking for a special gift? Stop at the shop at O'Neill Coffee in West Middlesex or online at o'neillcoffee.com. They have a great assortment of gourmet coffee blends, flavored coffees, our O-Cups, special blend teas, hot cocoa, and more. At O'Neill Coffee, you'll find coffee mugs and specially made gift baskets and boxes filled with all kinds of goodies. Shop in person at the shop at O'Neill Coffee near the Viaduct on Main Street in West Middlesex, PA, or online at o'neillcoffee.com.
I'm Ryan Matvico, wide receivers coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
We're watching a track meet here, folks. Eugene Bailey, 43-yard touchdown pass thrown perfectly by Radke. Extra point good. Thiel up by 8. Here's the kickoff to Waynesburg, and here comes that runner across the 35, doing a Ryan Radke-type hurdle up to the 36. And he's getting up a little bit slow, but boy, what a job by that young man.
He's had a good night.
Was that Tavon Johnson?
Yes, he's had a good night. Let's see, Johnson's caught 7 passes for 80 yards. He's run 6 kickoffs back for -1 yard. The longest one was 49, so not exactly sure how that stat works, but we'll have to figure that one out.
You know, I'll tell you, the fans here tonight are getting their money's worth if they like offense.
Ryan Radke's set a new single-game record with 379 yards passing tonight.
Oh, my heavens.
Only 16 of 26. It's not like he's thrown a ball 100 times.
All right, here is Perrone back and throwing incomplete. Intended for Kevin Barnes up at the 40-yard line. Pretty good coverage by Thiel, and the ball was thrown out of bounds. Clock stops at 7:49.
You know, that's got to be demoralizing for a team that's 2-5 like Waynesburg is to give up those big plays like that. It's one thing to have a team come down and drive on you. It's another thing, big play after big play after big play. And you wonder if maybe when a 2-5 team say, you know what, we expected bad things to happen and look what's happening, see if they fold maybe.
Okay, here's a 2nd down and 10 for Waynesburg at the 35. Perrone is in the gun with 4 wides, and he's straight back. He's going to throw down the middle. He's got his receiver at the 42 of Thiel and making the catch and moving inside the 40 and still not down. And finally, they're going to blow the whistle, and it looks like the recipient was Jarvis Cruz.
No, it's number 89.
89?
Mitch Kendra.
Kendra was the recipient. Okay.
Yeah, they're moving the ball around a little bit.
Boy, they sure are. My goodness.
Tomcats let him out of a hole that time.
They did. So, first and 10 at the Thiel 39 for Waynesburg.
Coach talked about trying to stop explosive plays. Boy, there's been nothing but explosive plays on both sides of the ball tonight.
All right, here's the swing pass. It's taken by White, and White is not going to get away from Jefferson.
Nope.
Kyler Jefferson made the tackle on Whitney White after a gain down to the 38-yard line.
Nice job by Cody Wagner to get out there. When he read the screen, he blew out there and caused him to turn back inside, and that kept the gain to about a 1-yard gain.
We'll take that today.
Couple of big plays coming up right now for the Tomcats.
You better believe it.
Shut them down.
Second down 9 at the 38-yard line. Perone in the gun, and he has White beside him. Cats drop back a little in coverage. Let's see. Now they're showing a bit of a blitz, and here they come. And they're after the quarterback, and he throws it away.
Nice job, Jake Elk.
Jake Elk had that time perfectly, Don.
He read the snap just perfectly and blew through the guard tackle gap. And my goodness gracious, he had to get the ball away before he even had a chance to look to see where the receiver was. Lucky it wasn't picked off, but it sets up a big 3rd and 9 now for the Cats. They got to shut them down with 6:26 left, leading 50-42.
3rd and 9 now for Waynesburg. Can the Cats hold them? And they're probably in a position where it's 2-down territory, Don.
I would think so.
I would think at this point with 6:26 remaining in the ball game. Perone. Come on, Cat defense. Let's see if you can hold here. Perone going to roll to the left. Going to stop. Going to throw. It's no good out of bounds. And it's a good thing because Trey Andrews fell down, but the ball was way over the receiver's head out of bounds. So it's 4th down.
What are they going to do?
And like I said, Rick Shepis is looking around, but I don't think Rick Shepis is going to punt the football here.
No.
No, he's sending Sierra in.
Who's number 3?
And number 3 is coming in.
That's Cooper.
Tim Cooper, a wideout.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it.
Big play for the Tomcat D. Everything that went wrong so far can be resolved right here on this play if we can stuff them.
All right, let's see if the Cats have it in them.
Timeout.
Timeout. Waynesburg will take 30 on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Greenville Orthopedic Association and Doctors John Scullin and Stuart Anderson, specializing in the treatment of sports medicine, total joint surgery, and arthroscopic surgery. Call 800-245-8100 to make an appointment. And Greenville Moose Family Center, Lodge number 276. Fun and fellowship for everyone. Log on to lodge276.mooseunits.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Devontae Sims, cornerbacks coach of the Tomcats. You're listening to Thiel Tomcat Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Hugh Ringer and Don Achenbaugh back at Alumni Stadium on Halloween night, we'll call it, because it's definitely
been a treat.
A treat here, and a lot of tricks. 50-42 Thiel. 4th and 9 Waynesburg on the Thiel 39. They're going for it. Can the Cats hold them? Tyler Perone has Sierra beside him and 3 wides. Low snap. Here comes a rush. He throws. He's got the reception inside the 30.
Darn it.
Is that a first down?
It's
It is.
First down.
Oh, boy. Big catch by Tim Cooper.
Boy, oh, boy.
Tackle by Sarator. But how did he get that ball away? He was on his keister almost when he threw it.
He took a shot. He's kind of limping right now, but boy, the Tomcats let one slip away there. Down to the drama.
Down at the 26-yard line.
Got to shut him down.
We're inside the 6-minute mark. Boy. Perone leads them out. Barnes and Steele wide to the right. Perone back, steps up, has time, throws it out, no one there.
Wide receiver ran a slant in, and he threw slant out. So
yes, he did.
Miscommunication that time, but
so clock stops at 5:40. Thiel leading 50-42.
Tomcats need to step up and make a play. Somebody needs to get a pick here. You know they're going to probably be throwing the ball, so. Need to get in his face a little bit and see if we can force an error.
Perone over at the bench, talking to Rick Shepis. Sends his receivers out. Cooper and Barnes to the right. They're the dangerous ones. He's back. He's going to step. He's thrown in the middle, and the ball dropped. I think Ty Bynum might have tipped it.
Got his finger on it, I think.
He did, or at least he got in his sight line.
Yeah, nice job.
I'm glad he dropped it. It was down at the 10-yard line.
That was Barnes, and he hasn't dropped many tonight. Big third down here for the Tomcats.
3rd and 10 at the 26.
We know they're going to go for it on 4th down if we stop them here, but if maybe we can get a sack, make that 4th down a little bit harder. 5:35 left.
I did not think it would be a shootout like this, even remotely close, did you?
No.
All right, Perone with 4 wides. Can we get some heat? He's back. No heat. Going to throw the out. And it's knocked away.
Nice job.
Lloyd Meeks.
Nice job.
Lloyd Meeks jumped the route.
That was almost a pick 6.
James Steele, the receiver. This Meeks kid had one bad play and has had about 3 good ones.
I'll tell you what, next year that'll be a pick 6 because he'll know how to step in front and take the ball. Right now he was just wanting to get the ball knocked down, but as he grows into that position, I think you're seeing the start of a great career out there at cornerback. That'll be a pick 6 someday.
I think Lloyd Meeks has found a home, Don.
Another big 4th down play.
All right, can we have one more in us, Thiel? 4th and 10 at the 26. Perone is back. He has all the time in the world. He throws a swing. He's got the completion. And he's got the 1st down inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Oh, my.
Boy, just when you think you have him stopped, runs that little swing pattern with nobody out there. Oh, my. Going to make an old man of me watching this. Between this and the Indians 1-0 games, I'm going to be old before my time. What's the Garth Brooks song? I'm too young to be this darn old.
They put the ball down at the 12-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Perone has White beside him. Perone back. He's going to swing it to White. Get up there, Thiel. They get him out of bounds.
Nice job.
Inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line.
Matt Crawford on a stop again. Another one having a good night.
4:44 remaining in this football game. The good news is Thiel is leading by 8, but a touchdown and a 2-pointer can tie this thing up. That's the scary part.
And they're the ones taking the time off the clock, although the Tomcats haven't shown that they need a lot of time to score. But like we said, whoever has the ball last may win this, and that could be in overtime. Come on, Cats, let's get a turnover.
All right, 4 wides from the 9. 2nd down and 8. Perone is back. He looks. He has time. He's going to run. He's running down the line of scrimmage, and Ty Bynum has him at the 10-yard line for a loss.
I think that's going to be a sack.
Is that a sack?
He's behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we'll give it to him.
And I'll tell you what, he's not Ryan Radke. Timeout, Waynesburg.
Timeout. We'll take a quick time on 790 WPIC.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Anderson Coach and Travel, proud to be the transportation provider for the Thiel Tomcats. Call 1-800-345-3435 or log on to goanderson.com. And the ComDoc DocuCenter, located on the ground floor of Harder Hall on the Thiel College campus. The ComDoc DocuCenter is a full-service printer and open to the public. Call 724-589-2267 or log on to DocuCenter at thiel.edu. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details on Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
I'm Jeff Stevens, defensive line coach at Thiel College. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football. News Talk 790 WPIC.
3:58 remaining in the game. Hugh Ringer, Don Achenbaugh, Thiel, Waynesburg. Thiel leading by 8, 50-42. But Waynesburg is on the Thiel 10-yard line. 3rd down and 8. Perone in the gun. Is going to go back, and he gets rid of the ball. Is it a sack or not?
No, he threw the ball away. But
he threw it away. Where's the illegal grounding.
They're talking about it right now.
There it is. Illegal grounding. Jack Thorne got it.
Yep, they talked it over and said there's no receiver in the area. And I'll tell you, great job by T. Bynum and Jake Elk that time, both coming in on the blitz, and he had nowhere to go, threw the ball out in the flats, and that's a no-no, so that's going to make it fourth and 18 at the 20-yard line.
Yes, sir.
The Tomcats really need to step up and make a play right now.
Put a mark beside that one. That could be the play of the game right there, the defensive play of the game.
It's a very low bar on the defensive play.
Well, yeah, but you'll look for anything.
We'll take it right now. Right now, a fourth down stop will take away a lot of errors.
All the defense is trying to do is survive here and do their part here and get a win.
Let's bring some pressure.
All right, Perrone needs 15 yards, I believe. He's back. He's going to air it for the end zone. It's up. It is intercepted by Thiel. Who got that?
Randy Groves got the interception, but folks, Lloyd Meeks knocked the ball up in the air. Randy Groves tipped it off.
Tipped it up, and Randy Groves got the interception.
Let's come on, Tomcats. Let's get a touchdown right now and bury these guys.
Boy, you can see the air going out of their balloon down below.
Great stop. Great job.
Waynesburg Yellow Jackets.
Boy, we've been criticizing this secondary for a couple of weeks now, but boy, what a couple of great plays right there when they needed it. And I think we got a star coming up in number 43.
Yes, I think we do. All right, Radke comes out at the 3:48 mark. Waynesburg, has one timeout?
None. They used their last one.
None. Okay, here's the low snap.
Need a couple of first downs.
And they give it off to Barca, and Barca's going to get buried at the 19-yard line.
Need a couple of first downs to run this
And
clock out.
they're unpulling quickly. Clock runs. Tomcats going to be in no hurry, but the play clock's down to 30. And they're at the line of scrimmage. How about Meeks? Meeks, too. All right, 3:20. Clock running. Radke looks things over. Play clock at 5. He gives it off. No, he keeps it. And he gets some yardage across the 20 up to about the 22.
Tomcats really aren't trying too hard to get anything right now, and right now they're set up 3rd and 8 with 2:52 left. I know Waynesburg doesn't have any timeouts, but it sure would be nice to get a first down or two.
Sure would.
Don't want to give these guys the ball back.
Clock continues to run to 23 seconds left. Cats taking their time down to 2:38, leading 50-42. Stay tuned after the game. We hope to have a few Tomcats, some happy and productive Tomcats up here. Radke in the gun is back. He's going to throw a safety valve pass.
Nice job. Nice job.
30, 34-yard line, and that's a first down. Jaquan Hicks hasn't had many big catches.
That's a huge one.
But that was a huge one and a run after catch.
I'll tell you what, that was a 1-yard pass and a 12-yard run when they needed 9. Great job, Hicks. Great job, Radke.
All right, Cat's going to line up at the 2-minute mark.
That is huge.
That is tremendously huge. Now just run the ball.
Hang on to the ball.
And I would say Radke would be very wise to keep it in his mitts.
Yep. Radke's over 155 yards rushing, 379 yards passing.
He gives it off to Barca, who gets a couple.
Make that 390 yards passing.
Run those by me again.
155 yards rushing and about 390 yards passing. It's a new Thiel record, single-game record for a quarterback.
Oh, my heavens.
On the night he becomes the all-time passing leader, he sets a single-game record for the all-time passing. So, Ryan Radke, call us in about 7 years, you'll be in the Hall of Fame,
yeah,
buddy.
This guy's going to be a Hall of Famer here at Thiel, no doubt about it.
I'll nominate him myself.
Oh, I'll nominate him number 2, yes. All right, a minute remaining in this football game. Thiel 50, Waynesburg 42. And Radke's going to run it down the line of scrimmage. The guys are blocking, and he stays in bounds. They roll him out, but he just jumps up and says, hey, guys, this has been fun.
What a senior play that was.
42 seconds remaining in this ball game.
One more play, and the Tomcats chalk up a win.
Again, stay tuned, folks. After the game, we'll go through the stats for you, and you're going to hear from hopefully 3 very happy Thiel Tomcats.
2 record breakers.
2 record breakers, and another guy who is going to be a starter, I think, very, very soon on defense for Thiel.
Can we call this the victory formation now? Since you wouldn't let me do it at halftime.
This is the victory formation, Aukenbaugh.
Tomcats win.
And the flag flies, and I don't know what this is all about, but
probably going to be, I don't know if when he...
Clock stops with 7 seconds remaining.
Oh.
Illegal motion on Thiel.
Yeah, they snapped the ball, but that's okay.
Okay, but that doesn't matter. We'll just do it again.
Yep.
This game is over, folks. Thiel has won its 3rd game. Gets set to host Thomas More at 1 o'clock here at Alumni Stadium next Saturday before closing the season at Grove City the following Saturday at 1:30. All right, Radke is going to go into another
You are listening to News Talk 790 WPIC. Sharon Hermitage, a Cumulus station.
Takes the snap, down he goes, throws the ball to Jack Thorne, says thank you very much, and a record-setting night has come to an end as the Thiel College Tomcats get their 2nd conference win of the year and their 3rd win of 2016 on a Halloween Saturday night by beating the Waynesburg University Yellow Jackets. The final is Thiel 50, Waynesburg 42. Stay tuned for what should be a fun post-game show on 790 WPIC.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup for Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Number 6, it's the Meatball Sub. Number 8, it's the Tuna. Also starting for Lock, Stock, and Barrel, and part of the special teams, Philly Cheesesteak. Number 36 is a fan favorite. It's the Fried Chicken Breast Sub. And finally, the one and only number 22.
It's happening now. Toyota's Flash Savings Event with limited time additional flash bonus savings on RAV4s and Camrys. Right now, cash in with a total of $1,250 cash back on new 2016 RAV4s and $2,500 cash back on new 2017 Camrys through October 31st. Or choose from 0% APR financing on many Toyota models. Special APR financing available to qualified buyers, and APR terms vary by model. Not all buyers will qualify. These deals will be gone in a flash. See Mel Grata Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Cianci's Motel, located at 399 Mercer Road. Log on to ciancysmotel.com or call 724-588-8550 for more information. Remember to ask for the Thiel discount. And UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
Thiel College would like to thank the following businesses for being generous supporters of Tomcat football and Thiel College athletics. Greenville Orthopedic Association and Doctors John Scullin and Stuart Anderson, specializing in the treatment of sports medicine, total joint surgery, and arthroscopic surgery. Call 800-245-8100 to make an appointment. And Greenville Moose Family Center, Lodge number 276. Fun and fellowship for everyone. Log on to lodge276.mooseunits.org. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more information about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu.
Wouldn't you love to have this pharmacy experience? You pull up, park close to the door, walk a short distance to the counter, have the pharmacist greet you by name, wait just a short time for your prescription, receive time to discuss your questions with the pharmacist, and still pay the same copay as you would at a large chain store. This service is available at your fingertips at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, located in Hermitage and Greenville. Visit the Medicine Shop in Greenville and Hermitage to experience this first-rate service yourself.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescriptions.
You are listening to News Talk 790 WPIC, Sharon Hermitage, a Cumulus station sponsored by the Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, a premier senior living residence.
I'm Ryan Matvico, wide receivers coach. You're listening to the home of Thiel Tomcat football, News Talk 790 WPIC.
You want to be first, huh?
Always. Something like
What's that?
What's Thiel's receiving record?
Wouldn't you love to have this pharmacy experience? You pull up, park close to the door, walk a short distance to the counter, have the pharmacist greet you by name, wait just a short time for your prescription, receive time to discuss your questions with the pharmacist, and still pay the same copay as you would at a large chain store. This service is available at your fingertips at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, located in Hermitage and Greenville. Visit the Medicine Shop in Greenville and Hermitage to experience this first-rate service yourself.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescriptions.
I'm Dan Bloom, head coach of the Tomcats, and you're listening to Thiel Football on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Okay, we're back at Alumni Stadium at Thiel College, folks. Hugh Ringer and Don Achenbaugh. What a ball game we have seen, reminiscent of the old American Football League. All offense, not a whole lot of defense, but what a game it was. Thiel wins it over Waynesburg 50-42, and we have three happy Tomcats here. We're going to take them one at a time, and our first guest is going to be, if there had to be one star, he would have to be the one because of everything he did here today. And, of course, it's lucky number 13, the kid from New York, Ryan Radke. First of all, in the rushing department, 18 carries, 162 net yards. That's 9 yards a pop and 3 touchdowns. Passing, 17 out of 27, 391 yards, 3 touchdowns passing, single-game record at Thiel. You break another record, Radke. What are you going to do for an encore?
Just going to, go out, hug my family, and thank them for all their support, and, embrace my players that have been here as long as I have. I did on the sidelines when they announced it over the radio. I mean, I'm just, I'm so humbled on my experience here at Thiel.
Well, we were just saying, it almost what makes us sad to think you only have 2 more games in the blue and white, and I know I can see that affects you. But, man, you're going to make them 2 great games, and we're really going to miss you. But boy, what a performance here tonight. And it was up and down, but you guys knew if you just stayed with it, you could get it done.
It is the number 1 selling anti-snoring medicine in the U.S.
Thank you, Snore Stop. You saved my marriage.
Snore Stop sprays or tablets are now available nationwide at Rite Aid and CVS, or you can go online at snorestop.com. Don't wait. It's time to try Snore Stop and make every night a better night for
absolutely.
both of you.
And the sledding got tough there for a while. You got down. It didn't look real good, but you guys never lost your composure offensively. And whenever in doubt, you went to big number 3 here, didn't you?
I told them before the game. I told them in breakfast. I said, hey, get ready for a game, kids. I'm in trouble. I'm going to you.
And I'm going to tell you, Ryan Radke, I've seen you throw hundreds of passes in the last 4 years, but I thought you were more accurate tonight than you've ever been, especially on the deep ball. I'm going to ask Bracey about it, but I'll bet he couldn't have easier passes to catch, right?
I actually have to, credit that to the line. I mean, they gave me
time
today, and I didn't have to throw off my back foot. I got to step into my throw. I got to really, punch through the ball and deliver some good passes today.
Yeah.
I mean, time is key.
Yeah.
Time is definitely key when you're
That's
throwing the
for
football.
sure. And you gave us some athletic moments we'll never forget. I can still see you doing this leap down here at the 25-yard line. That was absolutely unbelievable. You didn't have that planned?
No.
No. You extemporize everything, right?
Yeah. Improvising is what I do best.
And you just love playing the game.
I
mean, you're out here almost before anybody throwing the ball around, last one to leave. This is just a labor of love for you, and you can tell in your play. But what a tremendous job you did, Ryan, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And I'm going to have you take the headset off, and we're going to get Deshaun Bracey on here and talk to him a little bit. And you go get a shower and ring that bell, and, wipe the headset off there. Okay, Ryan Radke, the senior quarterback from Lancaster, New York, who does it every single week. Now we have the freshman sitting here, Deshaun Bracey. And, Deshaun, you've had some awfully good days already here at Thiel as a wideout, but have you ever had a better evening or day at Thiel or at Kiski High School in Vandergrift, Pennsylvania than you had here tonight?
No, sir. I just felt like our line was really stepped up today because we know we have big playmakers on the team, so all they have to do is give us time and we'll get open and we'll catch the ball. So.
Now, you could tell early in the game, couldn't you, Deshaun, that you had a winning matchup there. You had that cornerback thinking early, didn't you?
Yep.
Did you think early, he can't cover me?
I just feel like I'm one of the best receivers in the pack, so I just feel like no one can guard me. That's my saying. So I just go out there every game and try my best.
No, I'm sure you trusted your talent when you came to Thiel this summer, but you had to prove yourself at this level.
Yeah, a lot of work in the off season.
And now you're doing that, and you're growing as a receiver. Your coach, I know, tells me every week when I talk to him that he sees you and Bailey getting better and better every single week. And you made a couple. Well, obviously you made catches in the open. You didn't drop a pass that I recall, and you just made a couple of great catches. There was one where the cornerback had you covered on the other side, and you just outran him, and you said, like the great receivers say, this ball's mine. Is that right?
Yeah. Every time the ball goes up in the air, it's mine every time.
Yeah.
No matter if it's a bad or a good ball, it's mine every time. That's my mentality.
Yeah, and when you get yourself into a groove like this, it's just a great feeling, isn't it?
Yep. It's awesome. It's awesome when you get it. How many passes I get thrown to me, it's awesome when your line is protecting you and your quarterback can throw a good ball every time, and all you have to do is put it on money, and you just do it from there.
Well, I saw your dad at halftime sitting over here. He sits in a chair up in the top row, and he kind of smiled at me, and I thought, he's pretty proud of you right now, but I think he was even prouder in the second half because these numbers do not lie. 8 receptions, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, a long of 60, just a great evening, my man, and
thank
congratulations. I'll bet you never thought you could have this day as a true freshman here at Thiel.
Yes, sir. It's a good moment. It's the best moment I ever have.
It certainly is. Well, you relish it, and you got 2 more great games to go, so let's make them successful ball games and conclude a great freshman year because you're off to a great start at Thiel.
Yes, sir. Always.
Okay, Deshaun, thanks for stopping by. Deshaun Bracey, great wide receiver from Kiski High School in Vandergrift, Pennsylvania. And now we're going to bring a guy in who has a brand new number. He used to wear 88, and Ed Topoleski came in, and a good friend of Ed's, who's the chief of police here at Thiel, Eric Allen. You know Eric.
Oh, definitely.
He knows you. He knows all about you. And I remember at the Westminster scrimmage, he was standing with me on the sidelines, and he said, you watch this Meeks. He said, I don't know where he's going to play. He might play defense. He might play offense. He's going to play someplace. He's going to be a player. And I thought, well, first few games, where did he go? Where did he go? But now you come out here, and you had the thing happen to you in a cornerback that you never want to have happen. And what happened on that touchdown play that you gave up?
It was just eyes in the backfield. We ran like a blitz, and I thought the quarterback was falling to the ground, but he was standing on his feet, and he just got the ball behind me. It was just a broken play, eyes in the backfield, but I just don't dwell on old things, moved on to the next play.
Well, the great cornerbacks in the National Football League, and I've interviewed a few of them, tell me that you have to have a short memory.
Oh, definitely.
You coaches have told you that?
Definitely.
I know you were a little down. I saw you after the play there. You were down, but you bounced back. But you bounced back by showing us tremendous coverage. Later in that game, you jumped a couple of routes. You made a huge play down here in the end zone at the end of the game. You knocked the ball away, didn't you? And then Groves intercepted it.
Yes, sir. It's just all about making plays on defense, honestly. We get the call from the sideline, had a few miscues, but at the end of the day, it's all about how you bounce back and make the plays. So, just about making plays on defense.
Well, this is a night you're never going to forget, Lloyd Meeks.
Definitely.
Now, I'm not your coach, and you better not take what I say as the real deal, but I'm going to guess you now have a job at cornerback.
Hopefully. We'll see when the next week comes. Like Coach says, he just says be patient, and when my time comes, make plays. So today
your time came and you made the play.
Definitely.
And, I got to tell you, I said in the air, you're 6 foot. You weigh about 170. 6 foot's a good size for a cornerback. Now you get that 170 up to about 185. Yeah. You're going to be an all-conference performer potentially.
Yeah.
So that lays it out for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, at practice, Coach just told me, he sees me jump all the time, and he says, you're going to get jump balls, and then right at the end of the game, end zone, jump ball. And next thing you know, I'm in the air with him. I'm like, I got this kid.
You obviously have the athleticism it takes to play cornerback in Division III college football. So, Lloyd Meeks, congratulations. I think we're going to see a lot of you the next 2 weeks and a lot of you in the future. You came clear up here from Baltimore, Maryland, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
And do you like it up here?
Yeah, it's different. It's a more rural area.
Yeah.
But I like it. I'm away from home, doing my thing for my family back at home. So every time they see me on the field, they get excited, and I'm going to get a call from them soon, I know.
Well, I know you will, and they'll be coming up to see you play cornerback for the Thiel Tomcats.
Yes,
congratulations, Lloyd Meeks.
Thank you.
Keep it up. You're off to a great start, young man.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you, the chief of police is going to come up to me and say, I told you so. I told you he was a player. Lloyd, go get a shower. Great to talk to you. Lloyd Meeks, the sophomore cornerback from Baltimore, Maryland, who had himself a great game tonight. Well, Don Aukenbaugh, do you have anything that you want to add that
Happy Halloween,
already been said about this game?
Trick or treat. We're happy the Goblins are out tonight, and we ended up with, we said at the beginning of the game we were going to see some records fall tonight. We didn't know how many of them were going to fall, though. We knew the all-time passing leader record was going to fall, but we didn't think the single season or single game passing record was going to fall. And Ryan Radke, congrats to him. You ask him what he's going to do. He's going to be working on his Hall of Fame speech, I think, because he'll be in there soon. And as soon as we get his quarterback coach, Darryl Satterfield, in here in the next year or so, then we'll make room for he and Willie Beauvais both, the ones record he broke today.
Well, we kind of looked at the stats. Is there anything else that grabs you?
Well, we had 606 yards of total offense, which is awesome. We gave up 503. That's something we need to work on. I'm sure the coaching staff will work on that. We saw some great improvement in some key people on the defense, but there's still a lot of work to do, and next week's going to be a challenge. But I'll tell you what, we can score with them. We just got to find a way to stop them from scoring. And Tomcats got a big win tonight, and, congratulations to them, and welcome to the graveyard.
Absolutely. It's been quite a night, 50-42, the final score. We have some folks we want to thank. We certainly want to thank you, Don Aukenbaugh, for your great color analysis here tonight. Thanks to Ed Topoleski and Cyril Parham, the sports information guys here at Thiel. As always, they've done a great job. Head coach Dan Bloom and the Thiel assistant coaches, Amy Schaefer, director of athletics. Also thanks to Bobby Fox, Waynesburg's SID, gave us a lot of good information.
Yeah.
Our thanks to our guests, Ryan Radke, Deshaun Bracey, and Lloyd Meeks for stopping by. And we want to thank Craig Smith, the assistant wrestling coach at Thiel, for stopping to talk to us about his jobs here at Thiel. And, of course, we want to thank Aaron Biro, who's our director, producer, back at the station, running the ship for us. As always, Aaron, you've done a great, great job. Last night game of the year, and we'll see you, talk to you at least next Saturday at 1 o'clock. Thanks to you and to Bob Greenberg, sports director, sales manager at 790 WPIC for all he does. Thiel will be back here again next Saturday, 1 o'clock kickoff, 12:30 pregame show to face Thomas More, once beaten and undefeated in the conference. They're loaded, but Thiel's going to show up and play, and then it's Grove City to close out the season.
Thomas More is the patron saint of politics, and that's election week, so that should be kind of fun.
Yes, it certainly should.
Go Tribe.
Yes, go Tribe, and the last we knew, the Tribe was still winning 3-1, top of the sixth inning. Go Tribe. And
Miller time.
Yeah, Miller time soon, and put those Cubbies away and go up 3-1. So, for Don Aukenbaugh, I'm Hugh Ringer saying good evening. It's been a wild one. Thiel wins it by a score of 50-42 over Waynesburg. You heard it on your source for the Tomcats, News Talk 790 WPIC.
Thiel College Tomcat Football has been brought to you by
1, 2, 3, 3.
Seance's Motel, Restaurant, and Lounge. UPMC Horizon, life-changing medicine. Log on to upmc.com. Greenville Orthopedic Association. Greenville Moose Family Center, number 276.
TDA, Then Design Architecture, proud to provide design services to Thiel College.
Anderson Coach and Travel. Visit them online at goanderson.com.
McElhaney Brothers, general contractors providing premier residential and commercial remodeling.
First National Bank, the home for all your financial solutions. St. Paul's, a continuing care community, providing a caring tradition since 1867. Visit St. Paul's online at lifeatstpauls.org. The Gallery Grill and the Greens of Greenville. Visit them online at greensofgreenville.com.
First National Bank, the home for all your financial solutions.
Partners ComDoc and the DocuCenter at Thiel College. And Ilsco Extrusions Incorporated. Ilsco has operated one of the industry's most efficient aluminum extrusion mills for more than 60 years. Thiel College is proud to include these fine local businesses among its list of partners. For more details about Thiel College, log on to thiel.edu. Today's game has been produced by Aaron Byro and Dave Winters. Today's executive producer is Bob Greenberg. Our game announcers were Hugh Ringer and Don Achenbaugh. Thanks for listening to Thiel Tomcat Football. WPIC will now return to our regularly scheduled program.